everybody from this moment on to recognize me as the scholar of boxing.
See, their morals, their code. It's a bad joke. Dropped at the first sign of trouble. They're only as good as the world allows them to be. I'll show you. When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other.
49 hours declaring it a riot.
Cruiser 5 to 50 be advised, County Police 1 advised they're trying to breach and get to the Capitol.
Hello? Okay, we live. My bad, my bad, my bad. My bad. Give me a second. Okay. If y'all seen the title, y'all already know. I'm using my theme music. Can't start the show without my theme song. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. It's about to get hit. Bars. Hold on. Bam! Oh, there we go. The genius of all G's. That music just activates something in my soul. Master of all masters. Hold on. I'm gonna drop the link on the tab because we got a lot of Boots fans over here. If you don't know, now you know over here we love Boots. We're always giving him a ton of praise, and today he's finna get praised again. So to the people watching, give me a second. I'm gonna drop the StreamYard link on the community wall in case y'all want to pull up because this is gonna be a good one. We got a good one. I promise you, we got a good one. Give me a second. Okay. Like I said, for those who don't know, Jerron Boots Ennis, he gets called Crocs Ennis over here. He gets no love over here. That's just the reality of the situation. Jerron Boots Ennis has fought nobody at this point in his career, and he has no plans on fighting anybody at this point in his career. And he keeps saying, like he even said in the interview that I'm about to show y'all, stay tuned, stay tuned. We got a big announcement after the fight. Bro, they're probably going to try to fight somebody like Conor Ben or Eubank or somebody that they know that they're going to beat up, and it's not even going to be a fair fight. And at this point, it's like, Boobs, like, why? Like, why are we still, like, I don't understand. I do not understand. But Bernie, well, listen, if you, like I said, if you've been watching my show, you know that I don't show guys that's saying what they're supposed to. Meaning, like, I never show y'all what Bomac says. You never seen one episode where I talk to y'all about, yo, man, Bomac said this and Bomac said that. Meaning, like, positive things that they say about their fighter. Because guess what? They're supposed to say that. Like, what the hell? That's like letting somebody's mama testify for them in a murder case. They're gonna say whatever makes their baby look in a good light. It's just simple as that, right? And what is Bomac supposed to say? Hey, man, look, I think that Terence Bud Crawford would is about to beat Canelo, but he would lose to this person or that person. He's not gonna say it. They're not supposed to say it. Listen, but like the song "Hype Me Up," that's like that's what they supposed to do. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. I don't look at that like a bad thing. What's good, Lou? What's good? He said, "Take your time, brother. Take your time, brother." Lou. You remember we used to have field days whenever we was younger, and somebody would trip during the race, and they're like, you hear the gas, I'm like, take your time, finish the race. That's what that slow clap that I'm getting right now, Lou. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Lou. I just hit that live button, bro. I'm prepared, but only semi. I ain't do no sound check or none of that. I'm like, bro, I'm too good for this, man. I'm too good at this. Like, to be sound check, man, I ain't gotta do that no. Well, I do gotta do it for the political ones because I want to be factually correct. But boxing, I've watched so many hours of boxing, no. But yes, so, hey, Lou, I promise you, after the journey today, I could forget about those Philadelphia cheesesteaks endorsements that I wanted. I could forget about them, the Philly cheesesteak endorsements that I wanted so bad. But listen, and I'll be getting people in my comment section like every day telling me how great Jerron Boots Ennis is, and what they always call me, a clown. You a clown, man. You a clown. Why you talk about Boots like that? You a clown. And it's just like, oh my God. So I don't know if y'all remember this. See, one thing I have been blessed with is a great memory, right? And I remember specifically when Jerron Boots Ennis, Terence Bud Crawford was about to fight Masvidal. Y'all remember that? And um, Jerron Boots Ennis said that he's not going to watch the fight. So I'm taking you out of memory lane. Y'all got to stay with me. Y'all got to stay with me. You might get dropped off. Listen, Jerron Boots Ennis said that he did not want he wasn't going to watch the fight at all. But not only did he watch the fight, but he was doing an interview with DAZN there when Terence Bud Crawford rode up on him. Do y'all recall that? And when I tell y'all, I seen fear in that brother's eyes. I seen fear in that brother's eyes. He wouldn't even look at him. And like I said, for those who are new here, remember I told you I watch a lot of like the Animal Kingdom and body language and stuff like that, psychology and stuff like that. And like I said before, there are lions who like will lose to a superior lion and they won't give them eye contact. Jerron Boots Ennis will not give him eye contact, man. That dude is scared of Terence Bud Crawford's the boogeyman of boxing. They always throwing away that term. Giving that term, assigning that term to people. Remember where Better Beef, it was, Better Beef is he a monster. Better Beef is you just don't understand, man. Better Beef, he's one of the best ever. Better Beef is this, Better Beef is that. Better Beef is a guy that knocked out everybody at light heavyweight, but he wasn't a guy that everybody feared. Terence Bud Crawford he unlocks a new fear in boxing because he can switch. He could beat you from both sides of the plate. You know, beat you from both sides of the plate. He could punch. He got good speed. Like offensively, he's a headache. So a lot of people don't even want to deal with him. Like I always say, Terence Bud Crawford defensively is not that sound, but his offense makes up for that, where people will put their hands in their pockets, and he has good good foot speed. Like his foot speed is not slow like Canelo's or whatever the case may be. You know, and he uses angles. He does a lot of different things that would just give a guy fits, you know. I think if it was one area that I think he might be vulnerable in, I would test his leg stamina at that age. But that's just me. That's just me. That's just how I think. But other than that, he's a hard person to beat. You know what I mean? Just like Floyd. Floyd had weaknesses as well, but nobody was able to exploit them. Andre Ward either. You know, it just is what it is. You know, it's easier from this side of the couch to you know, to say what a person should do inside of the ring. But anyway, without further ado, Jerron Crocs Ennis. So before I get into that, I just wanted to say this to the people that are new to my channel or just want to be right. This is a video I made a long time ago. Shout out to my homie Bruce Vane. Shout out to my homie Bruce Vane. I remember telling him about this video. He was like, bro, they just don't see it, man. He was like, they ain't you sharp. He like, they don't know. But look at this. I made this video a long time ago. I compared Terence Bud Crawford to James Toney. And everybody know James Toney, one of my favorite fighters, right? I compared him to him, and then everybody's like, what? He ain't nothing like James Toney. And I was like, bro, I can't make you see something that ain't there. You got to have a certain IQ to understand what I'm trying to tell you. And I ain't even really talking down. You know how some people make stuff seem so complex because they don't really know how to explain it. This ain't one of those situations. This is me really like, well, dang, bro, I can't really break it down to you why I see the similarities between him and James Toney. But I eventually would make a video to try to show people why I see that. And what's up, Marcus? And this is the video I made.
Last one, James. Anybody in boxing today remind you of James Toney?
Yeah, Chance Crawford. Cause you was. Cause he fight softball, you fight how you shoot with softball. He a punch, slick boxing. But he the best guy in the game right now. He the best in the game right now. He the best in the game.
Congrats, man. Turn the
Sometimes James had some what I call fuzz under. He says a goatee fuzz under there. But Michael Nunn took his hand and played with it. I said, oh, I should have never done that. They grabbed Nunn, threw him down, choked him, stood right over, so I'm going to kill you.
You know, back in the day, who top five back in the day?
like what? Last one, James. Anybody in boxing?
The reason why I made those claims, those bold claims, is because James Toney used to have a chip on his shoulder. Like James Toney had, you know, I'm familiar with his before boxing life. Like his mom shot his dad shot his mom. His mom never forgave him for it. She used to tell James Toney if you ever seen him get him, he wanted to be in James Toney. Like I knew all of this. I was aware of it. James Toney carried a chip on his shoulder. The first time I could really remember James Toney, I was a kid and he was about to fight John Ruiz. And this is me back then not knowing anything about boxing, right? You know, and he was about to fight John Ruiz. And in that fight, you know, before the fight, James Toney was talking a bunch of stuff, what he was going to do to him. Like, well, it's all loudmouth. He ain't finna do nothing. He ended up beating Ruiz up pretty bad. And I was like, oh man, this guy is cold. He did everything he said he was going to do, but that chip on his shoulder, he always was like he always carried it around where he had to prove himself. He wouldn't take no crap. There's videos of him sparring people in the gym. Rice and beans, bitch. Rice and beans. Like he was just, James Toney was a beast. And that part of James Toney reminds me of Terence Bud Crawford. And then his ability to switch from southpaw to orthodox, the way he is offensively. If you look at Terence Bud Crawford's fights, right? And this is one of the reasons he beat Canelo. He get better down the stretch. All the fights that Bo Magnum told him he was close in, or, you know what I mean, that he was down, he always went and won the fight. James Toney knocked out Michael Nunn in the final second. James Toney is clutch. They are the closest things to Michael. They don't say the closest things, but they are close to Michael Jordan because there's other fighters too as well that have that clutch gene. But they have that clutch gene. That's why the similarities of Bud like transferred over to me to James Toney. That's why James Toney. Listen, there's a clip of Radio Raheem, right? And Radio Raheem is sitting on the couch with Sean Porter, and they're interviewing people and stuff. And James Toney's there, and Sean Porter was basically saying that James Toney, when he first met him, like neglected him to go meet Bud. He's essentially said this, that he neglected him to go meet with Terence Bud Crawford. And he was like, basically like he was chopped liver. And James Toney just started cheesing. And it's because James Toney sees out of Terence Bud Crawford what's in him. He feels like he's looking at a direct reflection of himself, because Bud has a lot of similarities. And it's so crazy that I made the comparison well before James Toney did. And he's able to see it too as well. So I know I'm not tripping. You know what I mean? And he said he predicted that not only was Bud gonna win, but he said Bud was gonna stop Canelo. You know what I mean? So that's why the James Toney to Michael Jordan to James Toney to Michael Jordan to Bud comparison to me is a fair assessment. They both had, like, they all got that clutch gene that makes them really, really special fighters. And that's why I did the collage. So I showed this story. I couldn't find that clip anywhere. I wish I could find that clip. That older guy was Bill Pops Miller telling the story about when James Toney was younger, and he gets into it with the fighter and he choked him. I can't find that clip nowhere, but I showed that, and I showed David Benavidez, brother Jose Benavidez, and how Bud threw a punch at him at the press conference. Focus on your fight for you not make it to your fight. That's stuff James Toney would have said. So a lot of similarities between the two. So to the people just pulling up, look, this is the video I said a long time ago. So they making it seem like I'm new to the Terence Bud Crawford greatness. Man, get out of here. I've been making videos about Bud since the beginning of my channel. But look, check this out.
Today, remind you of James Toney?
Yeah, Terence Crawford. Cause you was. Cause he fight softball, you fight how you shoot with softball. You punch, slick boxing. But he the best guy in the game right now. He the best in the game right now. He the best in the game.
Congrats, man. Turn
And James had some what I call fuzz under. He says a
Now that's Bill Pops Miller telling the story.
goatee fuzz under that. But Michael Nunn took his hand and played with it. I said, I should never done that. They grabbed Nunn, threw him down, choked him, son, stood right over, so I'm going to kill you.
Look, I even showed the combinations and the knockouts, the viciousness.
That was back in the day. Who top five?
They got a lot. They got a lot in common. A lot in common. And like I said, a lot of people duck James Toney too as well. And then James Toney was able to go up and wait and stop Zurov in a really, really back and forth competitive fight, and he stopped him going down the stretch. They are fighters who get better down the stretch, think clearly down the stretch, and like I said, they got that clutch gene, man. Like, man, listen, I seen today that people were saying that, and listen, oh my God, this is why you gotta love my show, right? This is why I love my own show. My show's so good, I go back and watch it my damn self, right? Not just to get the clips, but damn, I really said that? But now I impress myself sometimes. But now, so over here I said that Terence Bud Crawford, Bomac kind of spilled the beans when he said Terence Bud Crawford got maybe 3 more fights left in him, right? I'm like, 3 more fights, 2 to 3 more fights. I'm like, oh, okay. And then they talked about going to 160. I'm like, oh, I see what's finna happen. Bud is for the force that division because everybody wants a big money fight now. Janibek has never had one. Matter of fact, Bubu Andre ducked Janibek and vacated that belt so that he wouldn't have to fight him. It's so funny that Bubu Andre always riding on the idea of Canelo ducked him, but he ducked Janibek. He vacated his belt so that he did not have to fight him. And it's like, well, you couldn't say you did that to get a Canelo payday because you never got it. Why would you vacate the certainty for uncertainty that you never got? Because all you got was your hands and feet put on you by David Benavidez. Matter of fact, I just seen Bubu Andre on the Boxing Voice the other day, and he was arguing with Ness about fighting Jamal Charlo. And Ness was getting after him like, bro, of course you want to fight him now. Like the dude's career is on life support. Like, bro, like, no, come on, bro. Like he basically said that we was gonna boycott that fight if that fight ever materialized. And I was like, hey, Ness, you know, hey, when Ness is on, man. Like he is really, really good at this commentating stuff, you know what I mean? And the back and forth because he has the YouTube background. You know what I mean? So he's decent at this, but yeah, nobody want to see that Boo Boo Andre. Like, to be honest with you, Boo Boo Andre, you kind of messed up your entire career. You should have fought Janabek. Should have stopped fought Janabek, and he probably Boo Boo Andre might have arguably been undisputed at 160 had he fought Janabek and won. Because you got Laura, you know what I mean, and then you got Adamas. So and Adamas was a winnable fight. So yeah, so Terence Bud Crawford, Bomac said 2 to 3 fights. I'm like, 2 to 3 fights? What he gonna do? He gonna go single-handedly collect the belts? I'm like, oh no, this is brilliant. So Terence Bud Crawford said in an interview with Andre Ward, right? He said, hold on. He said in the interview with Andre Ward that basically he's the cash cow now. Essentially, didn't use those words. I'm paraphrasing, but he basically said that all the fighters that he wanted to fight now want to fight him. He said, you know, and he not interested. Like, basically, stick with your first instincts. You didn't want to fight me before. Don't want to fight me now that Turkey backing me. You know, and I'm getting big money fights. Don't come over here now. You know, if I wasn't worth the risk before, I shouldn't be worth it now. You know what I mean? So I thought that was amazing. Terence Bud Crawford saying that. But he basically said that he's the cash cow. So if he's the cash cow and he has Turkey backing him and he goes back to 160, well then, you know, that means that if he goes back to 160, that means that those people are going to want to fight him. So they're going to want to fight each other as well to try to get all the marbles, because it makes no sense to me why 160 guys ain't calling each other out or fighting each other. You know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense to me why nobody there is fighting each other. But now they have a reason to, because they gonna all start no Diddy scrambling and scraping to try to get to them paydays. You know what I mean? That Terence Bud Crawford is about to bring to that division. But I want to show y'all something real quick. Let me show y'all this right here. So Jerron Boost Ennis, you know, like I said, in this situation, you know, Pop's tripping, man. He want me to ask my bike back. What bike? The Beast Cruiser. The one that that's Jerron Boost Ennis and Terence Bud Crawford. He had talked all that stuff and then act like he didn't see the man walking in front of him, just look away and start smiling and cheesing and being all awkward and grinning and stuff. You know what I mean? Like a lady, like a female that have a crush on a dude that finally give her some attention. You know what I mean? Start blushing. You know what I mean? I ain't even know Blues could blush, but yeah, he over there blushing. But I wanted to show y'all this. Let me show y'all this real quick.
Things have been going great. You know, I've been feeling good and ready to show up.
What do you know about your opponent that's going to present some challenges?
Not no challenges, but I know that I watched him a couple times. I never heard of him before, so I watched him. And he just come forward, try to throw a lot of punches, and that's about it. So,
it's like the headline extending mobile arena for the third time.
Probably the third time, but you know, the first time has a new name, but it's great. You know, it's always good to come back home and be at home, just fight in front of my friends, family, supporters, and I love fighting at home.
Well, look, I want to ask you a question I know that you don't enjoy, but people want to hear your opinion. I heard what you said already. You didn't watch the fight. So I got 3 simple questions about the Crawford Canelo fight. Were you surprised by the outcome?
It's boxing. You know, they happy.
No doubt. My other question for you is, you know, with this win, everybody said Crawford elevated his status. He's the GOAT. Do you think this win?
Now, this is very important. I want y'all to pay attention right here. So they about to ask him, what did he rank Terence Bud Crawford? So here we go.
Puts him on Mount Rushmore or makes him a GOAT in boxing?
Everybody got their own opinion.
What's yours?
My opinion is I like who I like. You know, I like Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather, Renell Whitaker. I'm liking Sugar Ray Leonard. I'm watching a little bit of Sugar Ray Leonard.
So he putting Sugar Ray Leonard on his Mount Rushmore without even watching him. He just started watching him, and he's already on his Mount Rushmore. You can't make this up, right? But notice the names that he named, right? You see the names that he named. Let's go over the list again one more time.
Floyd Mayweather, Bernard Whitaker. I'm liking Sugar Ray Leonard. I've been watching a little bit of Sugar Ray Leonard.
So, one of the reasons that Boots can't beat up Terence Bud Crawford, to me, in my personal opinion, is that he's so much better than him. But another reason is that Boots looks up to him. The fighters that he named. So first off, if you know the history of Boots, Boots has on record saying that he don't even really watch boxing like that on his opponents. So him watching the history is just like, what? Like, okay, all right, it is what it is. But Terence Bud Crawford has been on Gillian Wallows before, and they asked him to do his Mount Rushmore, and his list is exactly the same as Boots. But his list was first, and Boots don't watch no film, so he looks up to Terence Bud Crawford. But you don't have to take my word for it.
Like what
You go all the way back. I'm talking about from 90s back.
It's hard.
That's hard. Five. Come on, give me five.
All right, I'm gonna give you five quick. Roy Jones, Sugar Ray Leonard, Sweet Pea, Roberto Duran, Marvin Hagler.
You ain't say Mike Muhammad?
You say anytime.
That's the only five you want?
But nigga, you only got five. You can't fucking count.
No, but I'm saying say five. I ain't say Mike Muhammad.
You gonna give a nigga five.
And you ain't say Floyd.
And then you gonna say there's only fucking five you want.
He ain't say Floyd. He ain't say Mike. He ain't say Muhammad. I'm just.
He got fucking five.
I was definitely supposed to put Floyd on there. Dang. Well, yeah, Floyd.
And in your other joint, you ain't say Boots in the first right now, so I ain't. But that's another story. But you know what I mean? Like, but you ain't say Mike. I'm just shocked. I never heard a list without Mike, Floyd, or Muhammad on there. Damn.
He named some
niggas. So anyway, he forgot Floyd, but Floyd, Sweet Pea, you know what I mean? He, of course, Roberto Durant and other people that he named. But it's just like, dang, like, it's so crazy that Boots' list came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere. Could be reaching. I could be reaching. Am I reaching? Let chat. Let me know. Am I reaching? Is my memory just too good? Or am I reaching? Man, I don't know. But I wanted to show y'all this too as well. Hold on. Give me a sec. This happened a long time ago too. So this is Jerron Boots Ennis after he stopped. I can't even remember the dude's name. I can't even pronounce it. EYUBVO. BVO's brother. But this is him after he stopped him. You know what I mean? Him, Shakur. And this is when Bud entered the room. You know what I mean? Everybody feel when the alpha male entered the room. They feel the presence.
Yeah, that's the fight.
Yo, shout out to Kyle. That was Kyle from the boxing sector, right there.
Yeah, that's the fight.
He will. Oh man, I'm getting money. I'm getting money for Shakur. Appreciate that, man. That's love, Shakur. Hey, I'm going after Shakur. We're going after Shakur. We're going after. Hey, man. Don't get jump in the
Yeah, of course you. That's gonna be the hell of a fight. That's the fight. That's what I want.
Okay, this is when they both. I think Bozy. Somebody was screaming for him and Boots to fight. I think because who else?
Yo, you sure?
Oh, maybe they were talking about Shakur. Let me see.
Yo, you sure?
Of course you. That's gonna be the hell of a fight. That's the fight. That's what I want.
Yo, you sure?
That was just one of the interactions. Maybe they weren't talking about Shakur. I might be reaching. I might be reaching a little bit, but I do remember this. I do recall this.
Thought you wasn't gonna watch it.
I do recall that. I do recall this. Whenever he said he wasn't gonna watch the fight, he was doing the interview with DAZN, and then Bud walked up on him, man. And the energy was just like it just changed. You could feel that.
Thought you wasn't gonna watch it.
Hey guys, what's good? Triple J Boxing.
Look, he didn't even want to look at him. Yeah, he would definitely, and then he tried to show out. He didn't want to get embarrassed from that white girl. I already know what the deal is. He didn't want to get embarrassed for that white girl. Even the white girl started looking at, look at that look. Oh man, oh man, I ain't even noticed this. Scholar knows everything. Scholar notices everything. I ain't even noticed this. The girl that was interviewing Boots, you know what I mean? When the dude who stepped by who more alphas, he started looking. Look, I know that look anywhere. The little corner of the eye. Y'all know what that means. Come on, don't play with me. Yeah, look at her. She started cheesing and everything. I thought you wasn't coming to the fight. Look, he noticed him. He noticed him right away. Look, and then he looking away. He don't even want to make eye contact with Terence Crawford. Look, and then, ooh, look at that. She like that. Boy, she like that. Oh man, she percolating, man. She like that. She like that energy, Bud. Bud, he done awoken something. But yeah, I remember that. I recall that. Boots looked up to Terence Crawford, and has never really wanted to fight him. He's only used his name and attached his name to him to basically for clout. So Boots did an interview recently. Give me 1 second. Let me find this interview. So he just did an interview, and I wanted to react to it. I hope the girl didn't. I hope she didn't erase my timestamps. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna be mad. I ain't gonna lie. It's her video, man, but I'm gonna be a little mad. I ain't gonna lie to you. Somebody went. Okay. Oh, bam! They there. Let me hurry up and get this out the way. Before she go erase my timestamps. So Boots did several things. So the first thing I wanted to know, matter of fact, this is a good time right now to pay some bills. So let me run some ads for our sponsors out there.
Oh girl, I know your secret. You dipping on me. Got that McNuggets loving. You went to McDonald's? It just ain't fair. Why can't you share your love with me?
Nice song, but you're still not getting any of my crispy, juicy McNuggets.
Girl, you got a 10-piece, please don't be stingy.
Girl, you got a 10-piece, please don't be stingy. Give me a sec. Yeah, man. Like I said, we got the McDonald's sponsors out there. You know what other sponsors we got? Look, thanks. I want to thank you guys. I got to thank you guys, you the fans, because y'all keep the lights on, y'all keep the bills and paid, and y'all keep the water flowing. And I got another endorsement. Besides you got a 10-piece, please don't be stingy. 10-piece from McDonald's. We also got a new sponsor. Check it out.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Yo, Jerron Boots Ennis in that interview, and she did delete my timestamps, one of them. So hold on, I got a screenshot. I got the screenshot of the timestamp. So it was a couple things. So she did delete some, but I see it's still 3 there. But I'm missing a series. I did. Yeah, I'm missing it. Damn. So give me 1 second to look at my screenshot. Give me 1 second. Okay, so Jerron Boots Ennis did the interview, right? He did the interview. Shout out to Jerron Crocs Ennis, because whenever he got the whenever we got the news about his opponent that he was fighting, he had some discouraging derogatory remarks to the fans, and basically said that, you know what I mean, that we can't tie his shoe. And it's just like, what? That was like, that, I ain't gonna lie, that was crazy work. So good thing I took a screenshot, because I thought it was gonna be some funny, but I can't prepare for this. So a couple things that she did in the interview. So one thing she did that I thought was extremely hilarious is she called him Sasha Fierce. Bro, I'm gonna stop calling this man, Crocs Ennis, and call him Sasha Fierce. So 315. So this right here let me know everything I need to know about Boots. This is why Boots can't really grow as a fighter. Watch this. So Boots, she asked Jerron Boots Ennis, did he get out of, does he ever take vacations? Does he ever get out of town? And he was like, yeah. One time he and then listen, one thing to note is that in the interview, he's wearing some fuzzy slippers. Like, you can't make this up. You can't make this. Matter of fact, let me hit the commercial one more time. Hey, shout out to the people out there. Every time that you go to McDonald's, make sure you use my promo code. You know what I mean? If you get a 10-piece, please don't be stingy. And it helps the show out. But also remember this,
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Go buy some Crocs too. Help your boy out. Buy some Crocs. Use the promo code Scholar, and use the promo code Scholar and help your boy out. Help your boy get paid. But I just thought it was pretty interesting that Jerron Boots Ennis was wearing slippers. Slippers was the go-to shoe. Like, bro, what's more comfortable than slippers? And it proves to me everything that I need to know. When I criticize Jerron Boots Ennis, and I get a lot of pushback online, it's mainly people, who are from Philly, West Philadelphia, born and raised. It's mainly, only 4 years for the diddler. Oh, that's crazy work. Yeah, it's crazy, Bolas. But I don't give a damn about no Diddy. But yeah, so damn, Bolas, you threw me off. Boots. So Boots, most of the people that defend Boots is people from Philly, or people that believe in the myth, the legend, that he's gonna be something bigger than what he's shown us that he was. And that's all you get. And it's a reason why he only fights locally. Every time Bud goes, to Gilly and Wallow after a huge victory to do an interview with them because he likes them and because they're a big podcast, they're the only ones talking about Boots. They're the only ones bigging Boots up, saying Boots, 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 Boots. Philly is definitely, united as far as they athletes, And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's getting kind of shaky, baby, out there for Philly. You know what I mean? Thank God that they got that football team, because after Benny Siegel got knocked out, man, it's kind of was like downhill. AI wasn't the answer no more. He was the question. What's good like that? It's like it got really, really shaky out there for Jerron Crocs Ennis. But like I said, the mentality of him is he will not do anything outside of Philadelphia. He has to be comfortable enough to interview in his own gym, because this interview was in his gym, right? You got to come to him. Everything is centered around Jerron Boots Ennis, and it's just like that's why he won't grow as a fighter. He won't leave comfortability. He won't, like, even in the ring, they won't even take risks with a guy that rubs up against them and presents a challenge. That's what I told you a long time ago. He's more interested in actually looking like the boogeyman than actually being one. And it's that stuff is aging like fine wine. Fine wine. His opponent, I went to go watch film on his opponent, and I couldn't even do film study. And I'm not even exaggerating. That dude sucked. Bad. Like horrible. Like, he was awful. Like, I was like, are you serious? Like, this is his opponent? I could not believe it, man. I could not believe that Jerron Boots Ennis is fighting this guy and telling everybody shut up because they can't even tie his shoes. Like, the audacity of you to even have that much ego, you know what I mean, while fighting nobody. And then in this same interview, he said, you know, I want y'all to stay tuned after the fight because, you know, stay tuned after the fight because after the fight, we got a special announcement. Come on, bro. We passed special announcements, man. We passed special announcements, Boots. Like, bro, either should get off the pot. It's just simple as that. Either you gonna do something or leave the sport of boxing. It just is, or accept the criticism that comes with it. Because he even said in the interview that he was mad at the criticism that he was getting. Listen, if I meet one more person online who get online and say, "Man, look, I don't do this online stuff." That is one of the most overused phrases of all time, bro. You're online saying, "I do not do online stuff." That's like going to a prostitute, handing her money, be like, "Look, I don't do that prostitution stuff." Shut up. Yes, you do. You're online doing it. While telling us you're not doing it. Like, pissing on people and telling them is lemonade is crazy work. But yes, Boots like, I don't really do that online stuff. YouTubers do that. Hey, man, I'm going to let you know now, man. I don't do that online stuff. We need to talk man to man. Bro, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like that. Listen, and I was talking with my homies and I told them this, bro. Listen, bro, you don't have to be the realest dude alive that don't do online stuff while you're online. You know, King Von, prime example. King Von was vicious, right? That dude played so many online games, but behind closed doors, the bodies were just piling up. You know what I mean? So I don't know this. I don't get the notion that I don't do online, bro. I don't do that online stuff. You could have called me. That's an inside joke between you and my homie. You could have called me. But yeah, man, that's crazy work. So, like I said, Jerron Boots Ennis, really, really comfortable. I wanted to show y'all this. So, a couple things. So, I found a timestamp that she went and deleted. And I'm glad I did this today because she probably going to delete it all. So, here's the first timestamp right here, right? So, she asked him, had he ever left Philly? Let me put this on the screen because I got to show y'all the comfortable slippers that he's in while this plays. So, there we go. So, this is what she asked him.
Back home, though.
Really?
Yeah, it's cool, yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Where did you go for your birthday?
I went to Turks.
Sweet life, right? Like,
I mean, it was cool. I was ready to come back home, though.
Really?
Yeah, it's cool, yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Where did you go for your birthday?
Let me go back so I can give more context. So she asked him, where did he has he ever went anywhere for his birthday? And he basically said yes, that he went to Turks and Caicos. And she was like, really? And then he was like, yeah, but I wanted to come home. Okay, so here we go.
Yeah.
Probably got some rest and stuff like that. So yeah.
Were you probably like the sweet life, right? Like,
I mean, it was cool. I was ready to come back home, though.
Really?
Yeah, it's cool, yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Where did you go for your birthday?
I went to Turks.
Turks and Caicos. I love Turks and Caicos. I've been there a few times.
So he went there, and he wanted to come home. And it's like, you know, me being the boxing scholar / psychologist, one could only conclude that this dude don't even like to go on vacations because he don't like to love Philly. He's a fighter with worldly potential, but don't want to leave Philadelphia, born and raised in a playground where he spent most of his day. It's like, bro, you got to leave Philly. We get it. Philly supports you, but you got to jump off the porches, as the street dudes would say, and take risks. You listen, listen, T.O. Black people right now in boxing do not like T.O. We don't. You know, I'm speaking for, you know, the head of the black delegation. We do not like T.O. T.O.'s always using us to racist stuff to sell his fights, and it just always hit us with, I was just bullshitting. And you know this. Man, like, nah, bro. Stop using us. You know what I mean? Use them other people. You don't use them other protected groups. Why are you using us? Because you think we unprotected, right? But T.O.'s always doing that, right? And it's like T.O. was calling out Jerron Boots Ennis. Jerron Boots Ennis would have beat the slot machine coins out of T.O. He turns the fight down. The one fight that we would probably forgive you for taking where it's not 50-50 and you turn it down? And what is the purpose? I think Boots looks at his odds and the odds of the person winning and he's saying, that person got a 30% chance. Nah, I ain't fighting that dude. I need 80-20. I need 90-10. Like, bro, what? Insane, bro. I cannot believe that Jerron Boots Ennis would have got a pass. We would rather see him fight T.O. than the guy that he's fighting now. But he elected to just not fight T.O. and then go pull this guy out of from under a rock. He went to the warehouse. He found a guy that wasn't even good at the warehouse job. He found a dude that was buried up under the crates that had fell down and said, you know what? I'm gonna make a star out of you. Uh-huh. Yep. I'm gonna put you on the lunchbox. I'm gonna put you on a milk court. Yeah. You good. You got potential. You a nobody. Nobody in this warehouse even know you. You been under them crates for 3 hours, brother. Ain't nobody said nothing. Ain't nobody lit you ahead. You are perfect. 80-20, brother. I'm gonna knock you out. And that's gonna be his next opponent in Philadelphia, where it's sold out because people are showing up to support Crocs Ennis. It is just like it's to me, it's hilarious. And like I said, one of the names she called him was Sasha Fierce, which I thought was even more hilarious. But give me 1 second. Give me 1 second because she deleted my timestamps. Let me go to the next one. Okay, so this is the next timestamp. You know, I'm gonna just type it out and then hit it before she delete all my timestamps. That's crazy work. I know she did that. That's why I'm gonna have to just do the audio. Y'all gonna have to bear with me with just the audio because I know if she did that, delete my timestamps, she probably gonna be tripping about the content. So yeah. So give me a sec. Okay, so the 10:26. Let's see the con.
Politics. Sometimes it's the money ain't right, or sometimes it's just
some people just be talking. It's not coming out my mouth. Like it'd be a bunch of stuff. Like it just people don't understand that boxing really like a messed up like game. And right now this age, this time where we at, like social media mess up everything. Like it's just
and
like
now we're about to have AI, so forget about
social
it.
Social media messed up everything. Some of these interviewer people messed up everything. Like it'd be a lot though. That's why I say best thing for you is just to focus on yourself. Like I don't want to sound repetitive, but just focus on yourself and do it. Control what you control.
Yes.
To your best of your abilities. Like for real, like and that's it. Yeah.
And do what is.
So essentially, he was saying he social media was what messed up everything, and it's just like, bro, when people start talking like this, bro, this this pre-internet stuff, it's just like, bro, the internet has made y'all be able to surpass the gatekeepers in boxing, and because y'all were collabing with PBC, you don't work with Ryan, you collab with him. Y'all were collabing with the PBC. You know what I mean? Like, you think that the social media presence and the popularity of you didn't have anything to do with that? If you were a boxer coming along back in the days of yesteryear, you wouldn't have had that type of leverage to where you could collab with people. So it's just like, it's insane to me. It's insane to me. But look, I wanted to show y'all this, man, because she asked Jerron Boots Ennis about him doing the slow motion stuff, right? And his response to that was like, yeah, I don't even be knowing what I be doing sometimes. You know what, man, you know how people get, bro. People always act like, man, you don't know, you just, you, when my metabolism kicks in, man, I just go dark and things get crazy, man. It just get crazy. Bro, you know how people try to make it seem like they cold, they super cold, and they on planet. I remember when I used to ask Cassidy about him rapping, he was like, you know what I'm saying? We were just in the studio doing that, and he's from Philadelphia. You know what I mean? I just do my thing and then I just black out and then the word just come out like I'm possessed. Like, shut up, bro. You spend a lot of time writing and remembering your rhymes. You're no different than anybody else. Like, cut this out. It's equivalent of people saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go in the booth, I don't write, or I got waves, you know what I'm saying? Naturally, I don't put no wave cap on. That's for suckers, you know what I mean? God bless me naturally with the gift. It just is what it is. Yeah, people always gonna gas themselves. But yeah, Jerron Boots Ennis was gassing, bro. Talk about, he's a different person. And she ended up calling that man Sasha Fierce. So let me play the clip. Oh, here we go.
Ego, right?
Yeah, it's not.
It's giving Sasha Fierce.
Yeah, it's not me in there. Like, I don't know what be going on. Like,
Bro, she called that man Sasha Fierce, bro. She called that man Sasha Fierce, bro. He sit up there cheesing for me. I'm like, hold on, what you call me? He was like, yeah, I like that Sasha, in his slippers. I like that Sasha now. Now, he calling me Crocs Ennis in the email champion, but that Sasha got a ring to it. I like it now. Now, don't you do that now, sister. But yeah, bro, he she called him Sasha, bro. Let me rewind that, bro. I'm going to rewind it. Let me rewind it a little bit more so we get full context.
Once I get in that mode and that gear and I start having that fun, anything can happen. I don't know what, like, I don't know.
Is it
what,
alter ego, right?
Yeah, it's not.
It's giving Sasha Fierce.
Yeah, it's not me in there. Like, I don't know what be going on. Like, I just go crazy. I don't know.
Nah, that's dope. Cause
That's dope because you know Sasha Fierce on a man like more than they ain't gonna lie. You know, shout out to the interviewer. Please don't give me, sister. Please don't give me. Don't give me. Let me make it. Let me make it. So 1643 is another timestamp. So hold on. Maybe she just didn't want me to put this here because she didn't want people to just come in, hit the timestamps, and leave. So I'll delete them after this. That's what I'll do. I'll delete the timestamps after this. I ain't gonna mess up her money. So this is another timestamp that I had. Hold on, give me a second.
Maybe watch my fight. Maybe Monday.
okay, so give yourself
Sunday,
2 days.
Sunday, Monday, depending what I'm doing or depending where I'm at.
So yeah, okay, I remember context now. So, you know, they asked him, did he watch the Canelo fight, right? He said no. I didn't watch the Canelo fight, right? And it's like the Canelo versus Bud fight. So out of the 41 million people, you wasn't one of them. Then he goes back and retracts that and says that he did watch it. He just fell asleep because it was too late there. What else you got to do? Come on, bro. So you went to go help Canelo out in sparring, but you didn't watch the fight, bro. This dude just contradicts himself at every twist and turn. It's not even like it's crazy at this point.
Watch my fight.
So she asked him basically like, does he ever go back and watch the fights? And he was like, no. So this is what he said.
How soon after a fight do you watch your fight over?
Everybody kept showing to me who was in the back room.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like.
But normally, like after a fight, how
fight,
soon after are you like, all right, let me like run that back. Let me go see. Like, I want to see what I did.
If I fight on Saturday, I probably would maybe watch my fight. Maybe Monday.
Okay, so give yourself
Sunday,
2 days.
Sunday, Monday, depending what I'm doing or depending where I'm at. If we got to fly back somewhere, or if I'm out and about, I probably maybe like Sunday, Monday, the latest, probably maybe like Tuesday. I try to watch it and grade myself and get myself a performance grade and then try to.
You get one for all your fights and yourself?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you have for your last performance? Like, what was your grade for your last one?
It was cool. I give it.
You're hard on yourself.
It was cool. I give myself a B minus. It was cool. I could have.
That's another thing that people do, bro. They do this fake humble stuff. Like, you know, I watched my performance. Well, what'd you give yourself? You know, I give myself a C. I'm always looking to improve. You know, I'm always looking to fight the best. Like, shut up, bro. Stop reading from this cue card. Like, bro, accept the fact that you're not fighting anybody, and we know this. Like, the only reason you guys are fighting this guy is because you want to make a devastating statement to the division. You want to say, oh, I went to the division. You know what's really interesting? There was a clip of Bozy Ennis, right? And I didn't show it, you know what I mean? But it's definitely out there. And he did an interview and reacted to Terence Bud Crawford versus Masvidal right after the fight. And he essentially said that Terence Bud Crawford didn't do well against Masvidal, and that if it was Boots Ennis, they would have stopped Masvidal. And it's just like, that is hilarious because they didn't even stop Karen. Karen went to him, brought it to him, and was binging him up. And, you know, he's talking about that they would have ended up stopping it. That to me is hilarious. That is hilarious. But shout out to Bolas. Bolas said, Jaron Manalo, Blocknick Ennis. Brother, you gonna have to help me out. Is that bilingual language, bro? Manalo. Jaron Manalo, Blondkith. I don't. Is that? I'm trying to read it in Spanish. That's why it sounds so crazy, bro. Brother, you're gonna have to break that up into syllables. Come on now, brother. You know I took punches to the head before, bro. Don't do me like that, Block. I block Blancos. Bolas. Hold on. Give me another timestamp. We got another timestamp. Hold on. Let me see what this one is. I don't know the context of this one. Right here.
Some of these social media people don't need to be doing no social media at all. Like for like it's like it's crazy. I don't understand how they got a platform, but you know, at the end of the day, it's people.
Yes.
Okay, so I think that this one right here was, I ain't gonna say to me, but this one right here was to YouTubers. And she basically asked him about YouTubers and how he feels about them and does he read the negative comments, etc. And it was interesting what he said. I thought, oh my God, I thought it was golden. I thought it was golden that he don't even realize the hypocrisy in what he's saying.
Some of these social media people don't need to be doing no social media at all. Like for real, like it's like it's crazy. I don't understand how they got a platform, but you know, at the end of the day, it's people.
Yes.
And they got an opinion and they can talk. So you know, best thing you can do is just focus on yourself.
Yeah.
So things to note. He basically said that. He said that people shouldn't even have a channel. And I was just like, this is hilarious. This is golden, right? This is golden. Because he doesn't even realize the hypocrisy in what he's saying. So he's saying that people should have a channel to critique him, but he's critiquing their channel and saying that they should have a channel in their profession, which is content creating. You can't make that level of hypocrisy up. The only difference is, Boots, what we do is easy. We just throw tomatoes and critique. What you do is hard, but you're not doing it at the highest level. You're claiming I'm at the highest level, and we can see the talent. We can see the neon stuff. We can see you glowing. We can see all of that stuff, but we know that you don't want to challenge yourself. We know, just like when you leave on vacation, you rush back to get to Philly. You're doing interviews only with Philadelphia reporters. You know what I mean? If you do go outside, or so like this girl had to come to your gym. I don't even know if she's from Philly to interview you, and then you're in your slippers. It's all about comfort with you. And comfort is the enemy to success. You're not going to grow being comfortable. You ever seen relationships where the couples get fat together and they be like, oh, I was happy. No, you were comfortable. You were comfortable and you got lazy. You got lax. Started slipping on your grip. You know what I mean? And that's what you see with Jerron Boots in his career. And nobody's going to tell him stuff. He even said in the interview that he don't like yes man. And it's like, well, wait a minute. You could have fooled me. You could have fooled me that you don't like yes man. If you mad at YouTubers for criticizing you, you know what I mean, and you won't do anything about the criticism that they're providing to you, well, then that mean, and you only like doing Philadelphia endorsed stuff. You definitely. So, oh, we got some. Hold on. We got somebody in the chat. We got somebody in the chat from Philly. He said, Philly in the house. He said, Boots is that dude. And if you don't agree, you're just a hater. Boots is the next big thing coming. Win, bro. Win. Because they criticizing Gervonta Tank Davis in the sport of boxing right now for fighting Jake Paul. Gervonta Tank Davis is only like 2 years older than Jerron Boots Ennis, right? Like he's like 30 something. Maybe he might be more. It might be 4 years, 3 or 4 years. But the point is, they're around the same age. And people are criticizing Gervonta Tank Davis, you know, for how he moving. Even Boots has criticized him. But bro, let me show this. Let me stop talking, bro. Let me show this. So is Boots hating? Is Boots hating when he do this? Manolos. Oh my God, Bolas. Damn, bro. I'm over there trying to read this shit in Spanish. My bad, bro. I know exactly what you're talking. But Bolas, I wasn't out there tricking on these girls, brother. I don't know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about now. Manolos. Okay, that is crazy work, bro. I'm over there trying to read that in Spanish, bro. Try to do the accent, butchering it, bro. Hey, that's crazy work, bro. Pede. That's crazy, bro. Canelo speak better English than I speak Spanish. I got you. I follow you now, brother. Check this out, though. Check this out. Check this out right here. Boom, right here. So this is Jerron Boots Ennis and what he had to say. Let me know if he's hating on Tank, the dude from Philly.
Any thought on the Tank Jake fight?
I mean, I feel like Tank and Jake is making money. Yeah, they making money.
If something like that would be presented to you, like, you know, Jake is very famous for calling people out. Your name is growing and growing. If he were to go out on a limb and say, I take on Boots, would that be something you would entertain, or is it straight up legacy at this point?
I mean, you know, it's always legacy, but if he comes, bring that cheese.
Right? So for prize fighting, right? For prize fighting, right?
For sure. You know, legacy first, but he definitely.
Did you hear that? Dude from Philly. Everybody's criticizing Gervonta Tank Davis for taking the fight with Jake Paul. And Boots just said he would take the exact same fight if they ever presented it with him. And then after they said it's about legacy. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. The fact that he's even entertaining that in his mind, a Jake Paul fight. You know what I mean? He didn't even say the amount. He didn't even, I would understand if he was like, hey, man, 150 million. Because that's what Bud said, because Bud go after legacy. We already know that. Bud is moving at 38 years old, closer to 40. Then Boots should be moving at 28, close to 30. You know what I mean? That is crazy work. That's insane work, as a matter of fact. But he said he would take it. He's open to it. One more time.
Right? So for the prize fighter, it's always legacy, but if he comes, bring that cheese. Right? So for the prize.
It's all about legacy, but if he comes, bring that cheese, baby, and then cheese from ear to ear. A man who's accomplished basically nothing significant. You know what I mean? At this point, Boots and Kambosos is on par with each other. Kambosos is ahead of him legacy-wise because at least he had more belts. You know what I mean? And that lineal belt that he claimed that's the reason he wanted to stay at 47 because he couldn't lead a division until he got lineal. They literally said this. He said, I couldn't stand to be an email champ. He said this. Boots said this out of his own mouth. I couldn't stand to be an email champion, so I had to go get the lineal belt. And it's like, well, then Boots and Kambosos is on par career-wise. But Kambosos win over Tio is more impressive to me. You know, legacy-wise. If you put them both right now into their careers and put them on the Hall of Fame gauntlet, I'm going with Kambosos. Honest to God's truth, I'm going with Kambosos over Boots. And this man talk about entertaining the Jake Paul idea. And then everybody's criticizing Tank for taking it. You can't make this up. And I guarantee you, you know what? Guess what? Let's say Jake Paul make it past Gervonta Tank Davis, right? Let's say he get a win, draw, whatever the case may be, right? And then he goes and fights Boots next, right? You know how many Boots fans from Philadelphia, because that's the only fans that are left, are going to come forward and tell everybody why we should accept this fight, even though Boots is in the most competitive division in boxing, 154, and fight nobody? You know how many people going to come out and justify it? 100% of Philly. Philly gonna ride with you no matter what, Boots. And Boots knows that. That's why he's entertaining the same fight Gervonta Tank Davis is. That's crazy work.
Fighting, right? Prize fighting, right? For sure. Legacy first, but he definitely called. I step in.
If Tank were to lose that fight, do you think it impacts his legacy at all?
Nah.
It don't matter because of the size difference.
It's an exhibition. It's not a real fight. So
they're saying they're gonna have an official scoring system. They're gonna have a result. Is what they're saying.
You can't do that in an exhibition.
You gotta ask MVP, but I promise you that's what they said. I know it's weird.
They can do it, but it don't count because it's not.
It's not a pro fight.
I don't think it's gonna affect it. It's not gonna affect his legacy. I don't think so. Whether he win or lose.
Gotcha.
I feel great, to be able to carry, my last name to the next level, and I'm just trying to keep pushing. My brother's great fighters. So.
Like I said, man, this dude's annoying, man. He's annoying, bro, and his fans are annoying too because they're gonna make everything that he do, Philly stamped and approved. They ain't gonna criticize nothing. He's the nobody slayer. That is hilarious. What's good, Angie? The nobody slayer is crazy work. So let me show these other tongue stuff. Give me a sec. I'm gonna delete these too. Let me delete them. I'm gonna delete it right after this. Hey, yo, somebody went up under my comments, bro, and they said, thanks, bro, because I can't watch this whole video. That's crazy. So I'm gonna have to delete it. I don't want to mess up her money. I just wanted to react to it. In fact, I'm gonna show this right here. I'm gonna show this section right here. I feel like y'all judging his mannerisms is important too. Let's see. No, maybe I should. Yeah, maybe I should. Let me just put the picture back up there. Yeah, let me not risk it.
For the post fight interview.
Post-fight interview for October 11th.
October 11th.
So it's safe to say you might announce something. I know.
I'm showing it for this one. So this is when Boots talked about basically like tuning into the fight, and he has a big announcement.
I'm the best, and I'm back at what I'm saying, and I'm gonna prove to everybody. I'm gonna say this. Just stay tuned for the post fight interview.
Post-fight interview for October 11th.
October 11th.
So it's safe to say you might announce something. I know, but I'm just like, damn, because they was like,
why be so secretive about who you're fighting next. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Why is that such a big secret? Like, like you like snickering and stuff. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sasha Fierce. You know what I mean? Bonolo Boots. That is hilarious. Shout out to Bolas. Bonolas Crocs Ennis. Shout out to Bonolas Crocs Ennis. Bonolo, excuse me. Goddamn, I'm mixing up. I'm messing up Bolas. Bonolos Crocs Ennis. There we go. Shout out to him, man. But yeah, that's crazy work. What's with all the secrecy? Like, bro, it's gonna be a big announcement. They're gonna fight nobody after the fight because everybody's already toned into a fight. You got Keith Thurman already fighting Fedor. Who is it gonna be? Jermell Charlo? Who's it gonna be? Like, that's worth us waiting. And then why wait till after the fight? We know what that's about. It's like the Marvel movies. At the end of the movie, you know how they show the credits and it shows the next, like oh my gosh, the next movie. Like, you get all hype about it. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to build hype for the fight, basically. You know, to the average fan, they might only tune into the fight just for the ending. And that's what he's trying to do. And it's clear. It's clear. He said Crawford wins. Oh, we're not even. This conversation about Crawford versus Boots is absolutely. I'm not even entertaining it no more. Especially when he's seen Terence Bud Crawford and the energy that he had for him was, don't look at him. Do not get that man eye contact. That is respect on top of respect. Curious, how you the next big thing at 28 years old? That is hilarious to me, bro. Boots is a championship prospect. Like, that's an oxymoron. The name shouldn't even go together in the sport of boxing. A championship prospect is crazy work. But that's what that's what Boots is. Yeah, I agree with you, brother. Said, is it me or are fighters peaking at later ages? The great ones are. The great ones are. You know why? Because the fundamentals ain't being stressed no more because a lot of the great trainers died or either charged too much, like a Freddie Roach or whatever the case may be. So they're not working with kids no more. So they're not installing to them. Because, you know, you go back to the 90s, everybody threw body shots. You go now, like, body shots is a thing, like, where you stand out if you throw them, like Gidget, you know, Caballero. Like, a lot of people look, oh my God, he throws body shots. And he throws effective body shots, but in the 90s, that would have been a common thing. Everybody threw body shots in the 90s. It was a way to break your opponent down. And they were the art of body punching. They would actually throw combinations off of it and use it to set up other shots. So because the fundamentals is not there, they're not learning, starting from the ground up or throwing body shots or doing any of those things. Yes, the sport is suffering. And fighters that mastered the fundamentals are able to go to later into their career like a Bernard Hopkins because they mastered the fundamentals. So you're absolutely 100% right. Said Bud and Turkey are supposed to have a surprise announcement in 2 months after Crawford comes back from vacation. I did see that clip where he signed the gloves, you know, and I did see that. I think the announcement is going to be maybe a tournament at 60. What do you think? I think it's going to be a tournament. Turkey going to move some things around to try to get Terence Bud Crawford 4-time undisputed because one of the things that Bud said whenever he was with Andre Ward, he said that he wanted to correct all the wrongs that had been done to Bud. Bud said that he said he knew his entire career. He knew about the promotional stuff. He knew about everything. And he basically said that he wanted to correct that. And the way to correct that is to bring tournaments back to boxing. Like tournaments, last tournament we had was like, Andre Ward, I believe. You know, but tournaments are good for boxing. They definitely are, especially in a division that's hot, you know what I mean, with some good names. So yeah, he might announce a tournament. Who knows? Maybe not. But all those guys at 160 are just sitting on their belts. Like Laura won the belt by fighting Danny Garcia, I believe, like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago at 160. Those guys ain't interested in unifying for whatever reason. I don't know if it's other side of the street. I don't know. That's why 160 is the most slept on division in the sport of boxing because nobody pays attention to it. They're not calling each other out or whatever the case may be. And if they are, it's not enough. You know what I mean? They ain't really kicking up no noise like that. Said Boots Ennis logically is looking to maximize his dollars. Said this is true for a lot of fighters. He said casuals create buzz. He said equals money. He said like most athletes. He said is Boots is just caught up in media hype. No, I disagree with that. He's caught up in the Philly hype. The media knows what's up. Everybody's criticizing Boots Ennis. You know, it's only the people from Philly that still ride with him. And listen, you already know if somebody starts talking positively about Jerron Boots Ennis at this point, you're like, hey, where you from? They're gonna say Philadelphia, 100%. 100% they're gonna say West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground where I spent most of my day. It's 100% they're gonna say that. You know what I mean? But Jerron Boots Ennis, man, he ain't fighting nobody. It's just simple as that. And he also has some interesting things to say. I'm gonna get into it later on too. But he said Roy Jones knocked out Virgil with a body shot. Y'all must forgot. You understand me? Yeah, he did knock him out. So boxing is all about the dollars and not the passion of the sweet science that fighters want to play checkers, not chess. That is 100% fact. And you know what, Christopher, I wouldn't even mind if they did play chess, but fight somebody like Boots definitely played. He definitely played chess at 147, right? Which you played chess. You didn't want to fight, but a lot of people know you're not alone there. It's most avoided man in boxing right now, right? But so you played chess to get the IBF belt. Because you know they would strip him because it was a mandatory rematch. You waited for the rematch and then invoked the IBF to strip him. You know what I mean? So he was stripped maybe 2 months after he had the belt. So you played the chess to get the IBF belt. Then you try to say, Bud, come get your belt back. You don't want no parts of Bud, bro. But anyway, at 47, 47's up for the taking. If he played chess and then went to go beat Barrios and took his belt, and then fought Brian Norman Jr. and became undisputed at 47, nobody would have anything to say because Brian Norman Jr. is a worthy opponent for him at that weight. A lot of people was picking Brian Norman to beat him at 47. So it was the first fight where it's at least 60-40, if not 50-50, and you become undisputed at 47. That's perfect. That's perfect. So you played chess, but at least you ended up being undisputed. Like there was an end to the means. He basically played games, got the belt, right? Got the belt, and then defended it against Karen, a guy who he had already beat before, and what's old dude's name with the good jab? Stanionis. Those are the two, and then he moved up. Like that's crazy to me. Like those were his two fights, and then he just left the division. And then his reasoning for leaving it, he told a girl in the interview, he was like, I always knew I was gonna leave the division. And she was like, really? He was like, yeah. He was like, I know I was gonna leave the division, but before I left, I just had to make wrong, basically. I didn't want to leave an email champion. He said this exact quote, not paraphrasing. I didn't want to leave an email champion. He was like, so, I basically had to get this Ring Magazine belt before I left so that I could have something to be proud of. You fought Stanionis, a guy with 14, 15 fights for that belt. A guy who took step aside money because he did not want to fight Errol Spence. And that is the guy who you're going to rest your hat on in the division before you leave. Bro, you are every bit of deserving of the name Crocs Ennis. There's no way around it, Boots. There's no way around it, man. Like, bro, ain't no way around this. Outside of Philadelphia, you know what I mean? Because your criticism of you don't exist in Philadelphia. But outside of Philadelphia, where people go, they gonna tell everybody, no, you being pissed on. He telling you it's rain. In Philly, you safe. Outside of Philly, you're not safe from criticism. We're gonna tell everybody what it is, and you're not fighting anybody, and you deserve to get roasted by everybody. You won't believe how many days I wake up to a comment that's calling me a clown about speaking about Jerron Boots Ennis. Like when I tell you it's crazy work, like it is crazy work. Like nonstop. I get, hey man, you a clown. You a clown. How you criticizing Boots? You goofy clown. Like they just keep saying clown and goofy. Like, bro, I'm the goofy and clown, not the guy who's stealing y'all money to fight this guy that we know he's gonna beat. I could go to Jerron Boots in his house before the fight, show up with some goons, you know what I mean, and we break his arm, you know what I mean. Not this is hypothetical. I don't have any plans of doing this, and he can go into the fight and still beat that guy. Boots just has to show up with a pulse to beat this guy. He's superior over this guy in every aspect. I went to go watch this dude, the way he tries to switch from southpaw to orthodox. He's awkward. He sucks. He sucks. Like, the only way that he would give Boots trouble is his unpredictability. You like Rolly type stuff. But his skills are awful. Fundamentals are off. Like, he sucks. But I tell you a fighter said they suck. I can't even find something to grasp onto. Like, oh, he got good footwork, good foot speed. That dude sucks, man. He's borderline basic in everything. Everything is just average. And then his skill set sucks. So no, he like a fighter. You know how you start career mode on the game and you start off with sucky stats? That's what he is. Said World Boxing Super Series, Muhammad Ali trophy. Facts, bro. Said, and then Lou said tournaments are needed. That's a fact. Said Boots is a very good fighter. However, the fan base he has that claims he's Roy Jones 2.0 and everyone is ducking him is insufferable. That is an absolute fact, T-Mac. And they're never quiet. They're always loud wherever chat they go, whatever panel they join. You know what I mean? Let's stop comparing him to Roy Jones, and let's start comparing him to his contemporaries now. Let's compare him to Terence Bud Crawford, you know, because he was willing to go over to spar 168-pounder to help him get ready to beat Terence Crawford, but he won't step up and go fight a 168-pounder, even though he's a big guy. He's bigger than. Listen, like, I'm talking about height, not a height class. We talking about actual size. I think Boots is bigger than Terence Bud Crawford. You remember when Terence Bud Crawford did that interview with Andre Ward, and he talked about how he comes in a camp already a little bit heavy, so he knew he could make 168 pretty easy. Boots comes in super duper heavy. I think Boots walk around like 190. That's just me. You know, he's always in the gym. Listen, let's take what Terence Bud Crawford say and apply it to the logic of what I'm saying. Terence Bud Crawford said that he's a big guy, you know what I mean? And he knew that. That's why he said he's always working hard anyway, but that's why he stays in the gym, so he ain't got to cut that much weight to make 147 or 154. That's what Boots does. Boots stays in the gym year round, every day. You know what I mean? Because he's a big guy and he wants to make weight comfortably. He don't want to drain and cut water and muscle that much, but he can make 68. That's the point I say that for. Boots could definitely make 68. He don't want to make it. Scared. He's scared. He's comfortable. You know, like the little slippers that he was showing. He's comfortable. For anyone wondering who Stanionis is, Stanionis is the only known fighter to not top the older Thomas Dollamore. To not stop the oldest Thomas Dollamore. I didn't even know that, bro. Thanks for the factoid, because that is definitely important. That he didn't even have a good extensive fight history, and then the guy that he fights, that a lot of people are stopping, that he don't even stop that guy. That's a great point. Said that AirPod is why he beat Canelo. That is hilarious. Hey, when I looked at that picture, I was like, why Bud AirPod chilling like that? It's like the AirPod in his ear turned to look at Boots first. Like, hey, that's him right there. That him right there. Turn and look at him. He ain't looking. He don't want no eye contact. That's crazy work. So Roy Jones comparison is crazy. It is, bro. Pandora should have been fighting Bakram. I agree. And Boots should have been fighting Keith on the 25th. That would have been good matchups, bro. Hey, Bolas, I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I wouldn't even mind him fighting. Boots fighting Jamel. Like if he say I need a tune-up fight and he fought somebody on the level of Jamel, that would be good. Because Jamel's trying to get a tune-up off of Errol Spence at 54. So, you know, they fake tough guys. So I wouldn't have mind him fighting somebody to the likes of a Jamel. I feel like that would have been a pretty good matchup. You know what I mean? Boots new to the division, Jamel Charlo coming back. Like that wouldn't have been a bad fight. You know what I mean? Boots has made the bar so low that would have been an accepting fight. You know, even the Tim Tszyu. Go stretch Tim Tszyu, knock him out in the first round. You know what I mean? Make a statement if you want to make a statement with the name. Like there's a bunch of guys at 54. I felt like, and like let's say Boots did this. Boots got to 54. The first fight would have been Tim Tszyu. He knocks Tim Tszyu out in the first round. Then announced, you know what I mean, a month or two after that he's gonna fight Jermell Charlo. Like he would have let the division know I'm here. I'm fighting often. I'm fighting frequent, and you know that Tim Tszyu is just a name, and it is a tune-up as well. So a tune-up with a big name guy that people will actually give a chance, because people only give names a chance. You know, that's why they thought Mike Tyson against Jake Paul was going to turn back the clock, you know, and become a guy that he was when he was 20 years old, because they look at the names. You know, that's why people are giving. What's the old dude's name that's for the fight? The Mexican Monster. Anthony Yard? That's why people giving Anthony Yard a chance, because they seen the name frequently. Like, what the hell has Anthony Yard did in the sport of boxing that will lead people to believe that he's about to do anything with Benavidez? Like, what has he done? Like, did I miss something? Like, maybe I missed something. Yo, chat, let me know. Did I miss something? Am I tripping? What did I miss? What did I miss? Where you know? Because I listen in the Bud fight, I missed a lot. I said, man, why is everybody? More people was picking Bud than picking Canelo. I'm like, man, what did I miss something? Maybe this is one of them situations where I missed something. Maybe something not adding up. But let me show you the next clip. Let me show you the next clip. So I wanted to show y'all the face that he made whenever he was blushing, talking about wait till after the fight, and then here's another timestamp I have.
I was gonna go up regardless.
You were.
So this is where he talked about how he was.
I've arrived, you know.
So this is where he talked about basically he was gonna move up eventually, and everybody knew it. That he knew it, but that he wanted to get undisputed before. Not undisputed. That should have been the goal, undisputed. But he wanted to get the lineal belt before he moved up, you know, because he couldn't be the email champion. That just show you that Boots is getting to Boots. It's getting to Boots what we're saying about him, and he's reading it, even though he say stay off the internet, and the internet's the worst thing to happen. It's working. It's working.
Like so many people have been saying, like, you gotta go up, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna go up on my.
Yeah,
and now you're here.
I said I was gonna go up. I was gonna go up regardless.
You were,
but I couldn't leave the division without winning a belt physically.
Which is what you had always said you wanted to do.
And I heard a video before that.
Yeah.
I get emailed a belt and trying to move up. That's a no. Yeah, so yeah, I'm glad I was able to get 2 belts in one night and become lineal champ. So that was cool. I'm in the history books, and now we had a new week later. So
and now you got
do it again.
More history to be.
Getting 2 belts, you know, the ring belt was what he was concerned with getting. You know, at 47 in the division that he was. It's just like, man, come on, Boots. Man, Boots just be saying anything at this point. So you worried about what the people think. At the same time, it don't really matter what the people think. If you cared about what the people think, then why was your first opponent at the next division somebody that nobody asked for and don't even really care to see you fight? Like, you can't make these things up. Like, these things are what they are. You know what I mean? Jerron Boots Ennis is Crocs, man. Croc. He's a crock of you know what I mean? He's a Crocker, you know, he's dude, Betty Crocker. He's, you know, everything but a significant real life elite champion. He don't see himself as that. The only people that see Boots as a legitimate guy that is like somebody said in the chat, a prospect. You're like, bro, he's a champion already. You don't get the belts and then go backwards where people start rating you off your potential and moving slow. No, once you cross over and become champion, you're supposed to try to go become the best champion or best version of a champ that you can, which is undisputed. Our weight jump and get belts. That's what the greats do. That's what the legends do. You know, but this guy is out there entertaining the Jake Paul fight. Entertaining the Jake Paul fight. Man, you can't make this up, man. Can't make it up, bro. That's crazy work. So it'd be dope if PBC put on Spence versus Charlo or Pitbull versus Roach on the card in San Antonio. Bro, there's a card in what? Oh, a card in San Antonio. I thought you said it was a card. I was about to say, bro, what? But yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, Bolas. I don't want to see Boots. I don't want to see Jermell Charlo versus Errol Spence, only because I felt like Errol Spence was tagging up Jermell and sparring, and he was humble when he was next to him. But now that he took the loss, they both took losses, but Errol Spence was worse, right? You know, it was a reason why I was calling him Lamborghini Bud. But Errol Spence's loss was way worse, and I feel like, you know, he's kicking him while he's down type stuff. You know, ain't no friends in this industry, and acting like Errol Spence did something to him just so he can go out there and redeem himself with a devastating knockout. Like, bro, come on, bro. Listen, let's just say Bolas, let's just say for the sake of arguments that Errol Spence does get back in the ring, right? And then he fights, he gets back in the ring and he fights Jermell Charlo. And Jermell Charlo goes in there and knocks him out in a round. Who's gonna give Jermell Charlo credit for that? We already seen what Bud did to him. You know what I mean? Like, we know the car wreck probably took 3 to 4 years off of Errol Spence's career. That's just a fact. And Terence Bud Crawford took the rest. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I seen him training. He looked awful. Fat, slow, timing out. Like, he looked awful. Like, oh my God, he looked awful, right? And people like, it ain't over for Spence, man. You leave Spence alone. Spence, but man, it's over, bro. It's over. Do you think Spence stopped drinking after the after the Bud Crawford loss? You think he stopped drinking, or do you think he ballooned up and drunk some more? You think it's gonna be another fat camp where he got to go back and remind himself that he a boxer and be disciplined all over again? You think that ain't finna happen if he get back in the ring? And then when fighters start talking about retirement, it's over. It is over. That love for the game has ceased. And only deeply insecure fighters could function off of can function well off of just doing it for the money. Floyd Mayweather could do it for the money. Terence Bud Crawford could do it for the money. You know, their insecurity has to be to the point where, you know, Michael Jordan level, where they take everything personal. Like, Scholar said Canelo was gonna beat me. And from that moment, it became a personal thing for me. You know, Terence Bud Crawford has that in him, and he could do it. But Errol Spence can't do it. You know what I mean? You go look at Errol Spence amateur. Like people look at the ring, and that's the final product, and they don't ever look at the stuff that comes before that. The stuff that comes before that is long in the stars before you ever see it. Like the parents, Bud's mom had a lot to do with his personality and how, how he always carried that chip on his shoulder. That, like, not drinking, not smoke, all that stuff starts well before. He beat Canelo for stuff that started before, where he said he got with Andre Ward and them, and they taught him to train smarter, not harder. Like, take care of your body, invest in your body, put a bunch of money into your body on the back end so you can prolong your career. This ain't the days of yesteryear where it's just road work, goddamn tongue twister, road work, like just nonstop, and then your knees are shot. You can barely walk and stuff like that. Once you lose your legs in boxing, you're virtually dead as a fighter. You know what I mean? They're preserving their legs. They're doing ice baths. They're doing Normatec boots. They're doing a bunch of stuff to preserve and take care of their body. They're doing the LeBron James, spending $1 million on their body so they can preserve themselves, so they can make more $1 million paydays. And then if they have good fundamentals on top of it, that's why listen, I wouldn't be surprised if the next fighter, I don't know if it'll be Terence Bud Crawford. I don't want to see it be him, because then he's going to have to eventually be wrong. He's going to be right 1,000 times and wrong once. But there's going to be a fighter that come along, you know what I mean, and they're going to box well into they late 40s. We're going to see that. Because we already seen it with Bernard Hopkins. But we're going to see them be dominant, like still just like kicking butt, because they spent a lot of money on their body and then they mastered the fundamentals. I think eventually we might see that in the sport of boxing, because I looked at Mike Tyson when he came back at 55 and the amazing shape that he was able to get through with stem cell, I don't know if it's called replacement research, whatever. They basically took stem cells from his body and injected back into him to help him recover. And I'm like, that technology with what we know about working out is preserving the body. Yeah, we might see a biotic human in the future. You know what I mean? I remember Victor Conte even suggested that in the future we would see gene doping. I'm like, bro, damn, once we get to that point, it's a wrap. Said the second best junior middleweight is the newly crowned WBA Barayu, who beat Tiles. Number one is Bakram. Bro, you got me butchering names, bro. That's the worst thing you ever do to me is name. So Canelo is giving Boots the work in training. He doesn't want Crawford. You sure about that? You sure Canelo was giving him the work? I think, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think Boots was beating up Canelo. looking at that sparring, he was all like cheesing and smiling and stuff after he sparred him. I think he was giving Canelo that work like Terence Bud Crawford did in the ring. He was using his movement and his feet, and I think it was a confidence booster for him because the same way that Bud got in the ring was like, oh, this guy ain't that bad. I think he got in the ring with it like, oh, Canelo don't hit that hard, but I guarantee he'll never fight him. He'll never fight. Yo, he said he got an announcement at the fight. What if they announced that Boots is fighting Canelo? Would y'all be chat? Y'all stamping that? If Boots go in the 11th and after the fight say, me and Canelo is gonna be the next fight, y'all rocking with that or not? Or y'all feel like he cherry picking because he got the best of him in sparring and then he already damaged goods from of Crawford putting it on him? Would y'all support that? Would y'all support that or not? Hold on, let me find this other time step. Give me a sec. Cause he said something else. I was there. Was it the last time? Oh, okay. Let me get to this. So, two things I wanted to point out, right?
Whole time they don't even know.
So, Jerron Boots Ennis basically was asked a question about his fans, basically. What's up, girl, dad? About not his fans, about YouTubers. Remember he said some people's YouTubers channels didn't even exist. You remember he was saying all this stuff? Well, they asked him a question about YouTubers and how he feels about them. And when I tell y'all his response was golden, and this is why I love Jerron Crocs Ennis, you know what I mean? Not only because he gets me endorsements.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Because he give me money, for Jerron Boots Ennis, Crocs Ennis, we making money off them Crocs, hands over fist. But not only because of that, but because he made me look like the oracle of boxing. He made me look like the genius that I am. You know what I mean? People forget that I was wrong with Terence Bud Crawford and Canelo. They definitely showed up to let me know, Scholar, you was wrong. But hey, this guy making me look like Nostradamus out there. You know what I mean? Especially with the way he's moving. I told people a long time ago, I said Alicia Bum. They always criticize the stuff that I'm wrong about, but then neglect the stuff that I was absolutely 100% right about. Like Alicia Bumgarner being on steroids. Call that way before she even got popped. Or Jerron Boots Ennis wanting to look like a monster and not being a monster. Or Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson not being that guy either mentally, being a guy that was a little mentally shaky. They forget about them things, but listen, every day that Crocs Ennis, becomes more styrofoam like, bro, we just raking in the dough, bro. We getting endorsements on this side.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
That's £200 for a family of 4. But yeah, man, he helped me. He helped me redeem myself. We're a little shaky out here. Should never went against Terence Bud Crawford or Michael Jordan of boxing. Yeah, but that's crazy work. It said Bud is the best pound for pound. Oh, that's not even a question at this point. Anybody who questions if Terence Bud Crawford is the pound for pound, anything, you know what I mean? It's crazy. I think Teddy Atlas released the pound for pound list and he didn't have Terence Bud Crawford number 1. It's like, what? This is so crazy to me because Terence Bud Crawford, I think he had just moved up to 47 and he had just dismantled a Horn like fairly easy, right? Like shook him off like a fleet, right? Dusted him off real easy, Another one bites the dust type stuff, right? And then Teddy Atlas was on ESPN and he told Terence Bud Crawford that he was number 2 live on air after he did that. And it's just like, you just face palm like, what? Like, the only person that's even close to Terence Bud Crawford, in my opinion, is Inoue. And I think that Canelo accomplishment is not even close anymore, And then on top of that, excuse me. Yeah, the Canelo accomplishment is not even close anymore. Yeah, said it right. The Canelo accomplishment put him out out of touch. But if he goes to 160 and gets another undisputed, can we make a rule up right now on this channel that we'll keep Terence Bud Crawford pound for pound number one after he retires, just to make up for him not receiving the accolades while he was currently boxing? Can we make Terence Bud Crawford a year after he retires, we put him number one and nobody else could touch that spot? Like, can we do that, a consensus on that as the boxing community? Like, we're going to make Terence Bud Crawford number one for an entire year after he retires so that, you know, we can make up for not giving him his just due, for Teddy Atlas telling him to his face that he wasn't number one. Can we do that? Is that a thing? Can we really do that? Let's try that out. So, hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. It's whipped by Billy and Lester Martinez. Bro, so many things to unpack, so little time. Terence Bud Crawford sparred Lester Martinez to get ready for Canelo. Ask Lester Martinez, do he think that he could beat Terence Bud Crawford? That's number one. And Billy has horrible footwork. He throws a bunch of punches. He'll give anybody trouble. That style is not sustainable. I'm gonna just be honest with you. He got maybe 2-3 years tops of him being in his absolute prime and taking that much punishment and able to. But he takes rounds off, and he don't get better going down the stretch. You know who gets better going down the stretch? Terence Bud Crawford. I would lean towards Terence Bud Crawford against him, Billy. That's just my opinion. His power ain't extraordinary or anything. He ain't no meta-human or anything. So I think that that's a winnable fight for Terence Bud Crawford. He just had to be, just like he did Canelo, be smart early on, take him into the later rounds, and then drown them. It's just simple as that. That's simple. Look, it's easy for me to say. I ain't taking no punches, but no, that's basically it. Same game plan they use for Canelo, they could use for and Billy, in my opinion, you know. But shout out to all the Canelo, all the Crawford haters. You know, listen, I already know what y'all doing. Every day, y'all go into that search bar. Y'all go to that search bar and y'all typing in Canelo name, y'all hitting today or last hour, and y'all keep hitting refresh. He not responding. That man don't want no parts of Terence Bud Crawford, bro. It is a wrap. It's a wrap, bro. He don't want no parts of that man. That man got the beats put on him, bro. He got the sleeves beat off him. The man had a tattoo sleeve. It ain't even got that no more. That's crazy work, man. What's good? Hold up? We got a special guest on the panel, man.
Nah, don't do all that. You ain't got to do all that. What's
No,
good with you,
hold
brother?
on. Nah, I gotta give. Hey, no. We give people flowers over here, brother.
Nah.
Let me put the proper. No, I gotta put the proper background. Get a nigga comfortable and shit. You know what I mean? But no, shout out to my homie, man. Look. For those who've been wondering, he been doing his thing. You know what I mean? He getting his shape. He macking these hoes. He making that money. He chilling. The life of a YN, man. So shout out to my homie like that, man.
Nah. You know, I'm just trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. It's hard.
Yo, before you pull up, did you hear what I said, bro?
What'd you say?
I said, I know what Canelo fans is doing every day, bro. They run the stuff like this and tell me I'm glazing, bud. They run the comment section arguing all day, but they really dying inside, bro. They go into the search bar, they typing in Canelo name and hitting last hour and hitting the refresh, but nothing's coming up, bro. It's over, bro. It's over, man. It's over.
It's
bro.
over. Yeah, it's
bro.
over.
He beat that man so bad. He beat anxiety in the Canelo. That man started talking about Floyd Mayweather. He better than Floyd Mayweather. Like what? Like what?
He was just but somebody did ask him that. I'll give him credit for that. It wasn't just like he just randomly brought it up.
Man, he probably told him. He said, "Hey, man, go ask me who better out of these two. I got to talk about it, man. I ain't ever been, bro. He became a fan of Bud. He got his ass beat so bad, bro. He became a fan.
But Gary Fighter. In my
Very good.
mind.
Bro, he was like, "Did you see the shit?" When I was like, "That nigga, boy, man, he cold, man. He cold, bro." Hey, shout out to Like That, man. He the one told he called me and told me this.
Here, I'll show you. I pick poor, I be clean.
They picked Pornello clean.
Pick his head.
That's crazy.
Bro, they picked Canelo's head, bro.
Hey, speaking of, seeing that movie, you gonna go see The Lone Walker or anything like that?
What, bro, what's good, Trick? I ain't seen Trick in a long time. Appreciate you, brother. What's good? Now, I want to see that, though.
Yeah,
I
I
ain't
was
gonna lie
thinking
to
about
you,
going to see
bro.
it tomorrow. You want to do a movie review?
Yeah, we could do that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm a little bit burnt out on Stephen King's movie, bro. I'm gonna just be honest. He ain't had one that I was like, oh man, I don't know, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, Stephen King's a little overrated.
That's who made the movie?
Yeah.
See, I ain't never heard of that guy. I don't be knowing these directors for real. I only know the directors Tupac talked about in his interviews.
What's good? What's good, Lana? What's good, Lana? Lana said that's so creepy. Yo, bro, Spike Lee, bro. Hold on, let me show this, bro. Then we'll move on, bro. We'll move on. Let me wrap up this boot stuff so I can timestamp because I want to get your opinion on this, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You got perfect timing, bro. This is like the finale. Like this is like the climax of the episode. No Diddy. So hold on. So check this out, bro. So Jerron Boots Ennis was on there. He did an interview, you know what I mean? And he basically was talking to the girl, bro. Like I said, he don't want to do no interviews outside of Philadelphia, bro. Man up there with a little, snuggy shoes on, very comfortable. You know what I mean? But check this out, bro. Check this question out right here.
Like it's MTV Cribs or something.
It's facts, bro. He's showing her around the gym. He like, hey, come on in. You see that episode of Dave Chappelle? Hey, come on in, you broke motherfuckers. That's what he acted like, bro. Come on in this gym, you broke motherfuckers. Do this interview. But look at this shit right here, bro. Listen to this.
No. Oh man, I know a lot of brothers that grow up. They always fight each other.
They're a little older than me, so they was together more than me with them.
So you're the baby of the family?
For sure, yeah.
So you're like the golden child.
Yeah.
That's what they say. I have.
Right there, bro. Bro. That's why he behaved like that, bro. He the baby. Baby Boots.
I'm the baby child too.
Nah, bro. Nah. But bro. Hold on. You know, it's different type of babies. Sometimes it's the babies that all their life they had to fight. Cause the older brothers, you know what I mean, that like shape their personality. He one of the babies. She asked, she said, you the golden child? Yeah. That's it, bro. He the golden child. Like, he ain't had to put up with no resistance or no uncomfortableness. Like, she even asked him in the interview, like, has he been in fights? And he was like, nah, I ain't really getting no fight. What? Like, bro, every boxer, bro, Bud Mama was paying kids in the neighborhood to beat him, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, bro, This dude, bro, that's crazy work right there, bro. Like, yeah.
So what? So you saying
damn.
he was coming to school with the fresh J's and like he ain't never have to worry about nothing?
Yeah, bro. And probably Big Brothers was probably putting hands on people for him, so he probably had to do that. Dang, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, Trick. That's crazy. Well, I'm gonna call you, bro. I'm gonna chop it up with you. You feel like talking? You know, when I get a chance. When I get a chance after I get out of here, I'm gonna chop it up with you, bro. If you feel like talking, I'm gonna text you first. But that's crazy work, bro. But yeah. So that's one of the things that stood out to me. Then also this, bro. Also this. Watch this, bro.
My little brother, he's the golden child. He's the baby. Well, not anymore, but he was the golden child. Yeah.
People be saying some out of pocket stuff. Like they be saying some out of pocket stuff.
Right here, bro. So he addressed YouTubers right here, bro. He addressed YouTubers. He gonna say they say a lot of out of pocket stuff. And this, you know, he for the set down his corporate cap and put his real nigga cap on right now. This is what's irritating to me right here, bro. Because everybody be like, listen, I'm gonna let you know now. I don't do all that internet stuff.
Hey,
well, where we at?
The internet.
The internet. I'm gonna let you know on the internet. I don't do internet stuff. Is that understandable? But yeah, they always do that, bro. That's crazy, bro. They be threatening.
We done or we finished?
Is we through? Is we finished or we done? I ain't gonna say it no more. I gotta make that a drop, bro. I ain't gonna say it no more.
I'll treat y'all.
That's crazy work, bro. But look, check what he said, bro, about YouTubers.
When they see me They be like, "Can I get a pick? You my favorite fighter." Them whole time they don't even know. Like I remember, like,
You're like, I got a screenshot in my phone.
for sure. I be on there.
I'm not gonna clock the TV.
Bro.
You know what be so funny about these celebrities? They always trying to quantify their memory by like, I got a good memory because I remember what you said. I remember, like, stop. You do not have a good memory.
But bro, not only that, bro. When she was like clocking the T, he was like, "Yeah, good." And like, bro, I don't know. This seemed too homegirlish for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. This like, I don't know. I ain't like that answer. And then he said he got screenshots, bro. Bro, you can't make this up, bro. Boots is out there screenshotting people that say, bro, hold on, let me give him a screenshot real quick. He like screenshots. He like screenshots shit, bro. Let me play the commercial since he like screenshots shit.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Bro, that's crazy work, bro. This nigga out here screenshot, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. You can't make this up, bro. You cannot make it up, bro. He out there, you know what I mean? Oh, he said what? Screenshot. But you know what's really crazy? He'll screenshot it, but he won't try to prove him wrong. How long we been saying Boots ain't fought nobody? You there, bro?
Oh, my mic was muted from when you played the video. But
yeah, it does that now, bro. Bro, it won't take you off mute now. Like I don't know. They did some updates and it kind of be glitching now. So we're gonna try to get through this, brothers and sisters.
No, it's actually good though, because after you play the video, you might want to talk. You get what I'm saying? You might want to say something after the video, and then if everybody on mute, it can collide. I can understand that. I can respect that. As a non-internet nigga, like I can understand. I can understand.
I knew he was finna get them. I'm gonna let you know now on the internet. I don't play that internet shit.
Look,
yeah, I don't play that.
As a real deal non-internet nigga, like I can understand that.
Yo, he said Boots got auntie slippers on. That's crazy work, bro. With socks, bro. Come on, man. This is crazy. You know what I imagine? Boots lives in a house by himself, and he always still puts toilet paper around the toilet before he sits down, and he always sanitizes his hands after he washes, bro. That's what I imagine Boots does, bro. Boots is definitely a gluten-free ass nigga, bro. I just got to keep it real, bro. I know
that's hilarious,
bro. I know what I'm looking at right now, bro. That's a gluten-free ass.
And then, bro. Then that nigga look so uncomfortable in that stool, bro, or chair, whatever it is. Like that shit crazy.
He was uncomfortable, but he wouldn't tell her, bro. Bro, Boots is the Drake of boxing, bro. I said it, bro. I said it, bro. Screenshot that, Boots. He's the Drake of boxing, bro. You remember they used to be like Drake the type of nigga jokes? That's Boots, bro. That's Boots, bro.
But they used to go crazy with them shits, bro. It didn't matter what the situation was, bro. Drake was the type of dude to do this, to do that. Man, those was some good days.
Bro, hey, Boots the type of nigga, bro, to pick a prostitute up on Grand Theft Auto, take her to another city so she can live a better life. That's Boots, bro. He the Drake of boxing, bro.
What? Yeah, bro. Drake. Damn,
bro. And this is a Philly dude, bro. One time you said something, bro, and it was hilarious, bro. I cannot find this timestamp anywhere, bro. Like,
it was on one of those fights. I remember it was on one of those.
Bro, it's lost in content, bro. You was like, why Philly dudes always look like, and I can't remember what you said, bro.
I can't
but
remember.
It was hilarious and true, bro. I was like, wait a minute, that's right, bro. That's crazy work.
Philly,
but yeah, bro. Hold on, bro. Let's get
it. Philly.
Bro, hey, ever since Benny Siegel got knocked out, bro, Philly ain't been the same.
Shit ain't
ever
been
since
right,
Allen Iverson filed for bankruptcy and wasn't the answer no more. They got beat by Kobe. Philly ain't been a little shaky out there, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. But shout out to Gilly. Gilly definitely the king of Philly, bro, because it was his energy that brought that Super Bowl back to the city, and it's restoring. You know, y'all just gotta get rid of Boost now. Y'all good.
What? You really believe that?
What?
What you just said?
Nah, I'm clowning.
Oh.
Did you see bro? Gilly be crying before the games. He'd be like, I love this. Like, bro, what are you talking? You're not gonna play, you just watching. I love this. Yeah, Gilly is hilarious, bro. But he found his calling, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Shout out to Gilly. Because rapping wasn't it. Rapping wasn't it, you know.
Now you can't say that when when he gave Lil Wayne the blueprint.
No, stop, bro. You know what's funny is Wallow call him out for Lil Wayne not sounding anything like him, bro. Like, man, you ain't right, Lil Wayne stuff. Why you lying to these people? That's hilarious, bro.
What you mean?
Wallow calls him out and tell him he didn't write for Wayne.
Oh, Wallow be calling him out.
Yeah, that's
Oh, that's cap
self-explanatory.
though.
Nah, he
Like
just
Wayne
laughed.
just took the flow and made it better. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely resemblance there. Hello, nigga, you there? Nigga,
You can hear me?
what you was saying, Brody?
Hello?
Yeah, what's good with you?
Oh, you hear me now?
Yeah.
Let's play some more of this, bro. 'Cause I had some more grievances about this clip, bro. So let's go through. But shout out to Boots for wearing a jacket with the holes in it and the pants that's ripped too as well. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna go through the whole outfit, but I'm just letting you know. For a Philly dude, he dressed like, what do they call it, bro? What they be calling them, hairdressers? It ain't artistic. It ain't artistic. What is it called, bro?
Beautician?
Eccentric. Eccentric. He
Oh,
pretty eccentric for a Philly guy, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I bet he was like, them damn boots, sis, you killing them boots. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Let me stop, bro. Before he screenshot me. But listen to this, bro. Listen to this. This why I say Boots to me is exactly who I thought he was, bro. One of them fake tough guys, them fake monsters, bro.
Right now, I'm gonna take the picture, but just know it's
I'll be on it for sure. Anybody be saying any little crazy little thing, I make sure I
Screenshot.
screenshot it, or I just remember it off,
In the back of
off
your
the top of my head, yeah. And when I see it, I'll be like, I know I'm doing something right now. I'll be like, oh, that's.
Hold on, I got a screenshot for that. Give me a second.
He was talking crazy. Say no more. Watch this.
Have you ever had to check somebody like that before?
For sure.
Like,
I checked a couple people.
Really?
Yeah, I don't do that internet.
I don't do that internet stuff. I checked a couple people. Bro. Like, bro, these boxers gotta stop this, bro. Check it, bro. It kind of remind what it remind me of, bro. It remind me of those dudes that was going at DJ Academics whenever he was covering like the war in Chirac and stuff like that, bro. And he was like, when I see Academics, I'm gonna slap the shit out of him. I'm gonna get it. Like, bro,
hey,
shut
bro,
up.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't think nobody got threatened with being slapped the shit out of more than DJ Academics, bro.
Facts, bro. And his cheeks, bro, you can't miss them squirrel cheeks, bro. And them cheeks still. Whoa, no Diddy, damn, Diddy just got sentenced today. I gotta wait till Diddy die down before I say that. But no, ain't nobody touched that man. Ain't nobody.
Been sentenced yet?
Yeah, that's what Bola said. Bola said he got sentenced today,
When?
like right now, like literally right now.
What's the sentence?
I think he got 3 years.
Oh man, and they probably gonna give him time served. That nigga gonna be home by
Nah,
Christmas.
he don't get time served in federal.
Oh.
So he gotta do day for day.
Damn, R. Kelly need to go call that nigga lawyer. What the fuck?
He gonna make a diss song to Diddy from jail, bro. That's
Bro,
hilarious.
come on, bro. Like how the hell R. Kelly? I had them trapped, except if they needed some shoes right down the street from their company. Like, bro, like how do you
talking about a hog tie women?
I don't know what like, come on, bro. Like, why they doing R. Kelly like that, man? R. Kelly a real nigga, bro.
He had it coming, bro. He had it coming.
R. Kelly a real nigga, bro.
Bro, yeah, I'm gonna let you know now. R. Kelly don't do that internet stuff, bro. He don't do that internet stuff. Bro, how you feel about that, bro? How you feel about boxers running up on YouTubers, bro, for their opinion?
I mean, that's sweet because at the end of the day, they got a job. Two, you a professional fighter, so you not gonna get no kudos for beating up a YouTuber. You get what I'm saying? If shit go left, like you're not gonna get kudos. And then you have fighters. A lot of these fighters that be running up on other YouTubers are ducking fighters. Why you ain't running up on that fighter?
Facts, bro.
Why you ain't running up on him?
Bro, matter of fact, bro, I recall somebody ran up on you, Boots.
Yeah, look at that nigga smiling like, "Boy, God, please don't let this nigga turn my way. God, please don't."
Bro, he was praying. He just walked past him and act like it didn't happen, bro. He started doing stuff. He started tying his shoe. He started playing that. So you running up on YouTubers, but you ain't got that energy for somebody that's around your weight.
Fact. Nigga start rubbing his hands together like Birdman. Like, hey, this is a music video. Like, go on, man.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. You run it up on YouTube. What could a YouTuber First off, bro, why is you out there consuming content that's negative with your name? And if you are consuming it and screenshotting it, why you not trying to prove them wrong? That's number one. Number two, the complaint that everybody have with you, you know what I mean, with your rip jacket ass, you know what I mean, is that you won't fight boxers. And how do you respond to that? Well, elite boxers. You'll fight boxers. Like I said, I don't know if you was on earlier, bro. Boots is going to the warehouse, bro. He finding a dude up under the crates that been trapped for hours and nobody noticed. He like perfect. He perfect, bro. You're a perfect opponent. You know, but when it come to boxing, bro, he don't want to fight no real fighters.
He fighting boxers that got the like, you know how they be like, you know how it was a couple of these boxers that these niggas don't fought was lawyers, electricians, plumbers,
bro, man, single-handedly destroying the middle class. He destroyed more of the middle class jobs than Donald Trump, bro.
Facts. That's hilarious.
This dude, he got to be stopped, bro.
He does.
Bro, he said Boots not scared of Crawford. Man, let me put that
Stop.
back.
If you believe that, you sleepy, and if you believe that, you sleepy.
I've been trying to fight you. Even that fake talk, bro. He pulling up on YouTubers for their opinion. But when Terence Bud Crawford was on the phone, Terence Bud Crawford like, so how long you been trying to fight me? And then Gilly, Wallow made a joke. Gilly laughed it off, and they were trying to skate. But like, no. Like, we're gonna address this. How long you been trying to fight me? Man, stop, man. I've been trying to fight on no front. Don't front for Gilly and Wallow. No, you don't front. You don't front. Well, how long you been trying to fight me? 2017. Man, knock it off. Get off the phone. You sleepy. Bro, he started his career in 2016, bro. So that means you've been wanting to fight Bud since your second year as a professional. Like, bro, you can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up, bro.
That is hilarious.
Somebody said he didn't even want to fight. He didn't even want to fight Virgil. That is a fact. He was offered a fight with Virgil, turned it down. He was offered a fight with Tio, bro. And this is what I was saying earlier, bro. I said if he would have took the fight with Tio, bro, and beat Tio up, nobody would have criticized him, bro. Because black people don't like Tio at this point. Nobody liked Tio. You know what I mean? Tio kids even be like, I hate you. What? They don't even like Tio at this point, bro. So that would have been a justifiable mismatch, in my opinion. Get that dude out of boxing. That's my opinion on it. I don't think nobody would have criticized him. He turned that fight down, bro.
Thanks.
Said Boots ain't scared of Crawford. He ain't dumb either. Well, that's the same thing, bro. That's crazy. I get what D Nice is attempting to say, but nah, bro. It's like, listen, I'm not saying, not you, D Nice, not you, just the old saying. I'm not saying your mother's a whore. I'm just saying she sleeps with people for money.
That's crazy.
But yeah, bro, when I heard that, bro, I wasn't feeling that at all, bro. Like, I thought Boots was finna say some real player stuff, bro. Like, yeah, man, I ain't really got time to be going back and forth with no YouTubers, I ain't this sound rich. Cause bro, he basically responded with this when this opponent was announced, bro. He basically said he gonna do what he want to as far as his career is concerned, and that anybody like he's better than the people that's criticizing him, and they can't even tie his shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you know how disrespectful that is, bro.
That's crazy.
So the people that can't even tie your shoe, the ones you want to beat up.
That's crazy.
But not the people who actually try to take food out your table and discredit you as a champion.
But that's rule number one in the PPC. So he comes from that PPC camp.
Nah, bro, he wasn't. He was collabing with Ryan at that time, bro. He was collabing with Ryan at that time, bro.
What you mean, Ryan?
You remember that dude said you don't work with Ryan, you collab with Ryan?
Oh,
He, at that time, bro, he was collabing with PBC. Like, he was never really signed to PBC. He was Cameron Duncan had him in protective service. But this is what he said, bro. This is the exact quote, bro. He said, they can say what they want. It doesn't make a difference. These dudes can't even tie my shoes. I'm the best in the world, and they know it. I want the big names and the belts. The tour continues. This was his response to fighting the guy that he's about to fight now, bro. This was his response to that, bro.
Say that shit one more game.
He said, these dudes could say what they want. It doesn't make a difference. He said, these dudes can't tie my shoes. He said, I'm the best in the world, and they know it. He said, all I want is big names and belts. The tour continues. What tour?
Nigga just bro, have he even
The
fought
Bum
a
'Em
world
Up tour?
Have he even fought a world champion since he got gifted that belt, emailed that belt?
No, so that's the point that I was making, bro. So I did a whole like presentation, bro. Like a whole presentation on Jerron Ennis and how he basically manipulated himself to steal Bud's belt. He wanted Bud to do the heavy lifting, and he scavenged off the belt. He put himself in a position of IBF, waited for them to fight, and then he knew IBF is notorious for stripping people, so he knew they had a rematch clause. So he just forced the mandatory when they were tied up with contracts. So Bud only had the belt for 2 months, and then he was like, "Yeah, I didn't want to get the belt this way, but I just gotta get." Like, bro, shut up, bro. Shut up, man. You know what you were doing, bro. And then when he got it, but like, now that I got the belt, Terence Bud Crawford, come get your belt back. He was like, all them guys, man, all them guys, all roads lead through to me. I'm gonna just fight the best, bro.
And then what they saying? Oh, it ain't gonna be no A side because we got a belt now. It ain't gonna be. When they saying something like that,
bro. And then check this out. After he got that belt, bro, he had 2 fights. 2 fights. One of the fights was Ennis, a guy with 15 fights, overrated, didn't want to fight. Errol Spence, took step aside money. And Karen, a guy he had already beat. 2 defensive, and he never went to go fight Barrios, which was a very winnable fight. He didn't go fight Brian Norman Jr., which is probably the other best guy at the division at 47. A lot of people thought he could beat Boots. Didn't fight neither one of those guys. And in this same interview, bro, you know what he says? He said I was gonna move up a long time ago, but I stayed at that weight class because I wanted to, I wanted to not be the email champion. Basically that was heavy on his conscience. He had to fight for the Ring Magazine belt, which is not a sanctioned belt. Bro, you can't make this up. He like, I don't know how to be that lineal guy. By beating Ennis? That's crazy, bro.
Crazy. So where he at now? Is he at 154?
Yeah.
Have he had a fight there yet?
No, that's the thing. And Turkey Al-Rashid went on a boxing voice, and Turkey Al-Rashid was, bro, it is hilarious to hear somebody else in another language clown you, bro. Because they be shocked. They be shocked at what you asking. You know what I mean? Like, he was like, Boots, he asked for tuna fight at 54. This is not charity. This is not charity. You fight the best. Like, he was angry, bro, that Boots came was like, hey, man, I found this guy up under the crates. All I need you to do, give me a small loan of $20 million, for this fight because it's worth it. No, it's not charity. But yeah, it was. He said, what's up, Noah? Noah says, salute from Japan. Noah said that he predicted Ennis will lose within the next 3 fights. How do you feel about that statement, bro?
Who said it? Hold on, say it one more time.
Yeah, Boots made the statement. I got the source on there, boxing scene. But he said he thinks that Boots will lose within his next 3 fights. How do you feel about that?
Probably. I think he's another Baby Anderson.
That's bad left hook is the source. My bad. I agree. But bro, you remember I said 3 fighters I used to always, bro, since 2022 or 23. Jerron Ennis, Big Baby Anderson, and Shakur Stevenson. All mentally, they want to appear to be monsters, but they're not. What's up? What you feel say?
But Shakur done kind of proved himself in that last fight. Now, can he do it again? I don't know. We don't know. We gotta see.
The knock that I have on them, bro, is not that they bums. The knock I have on them is I don't think that they seriously, genuinely want to fight the people who are their contemporaries and great dancing partners by name and paper. Like, I don't feel like Shakur genuinely wants to fight Tank. I think he's just using Tank name because he knows it's not a realistic fight. In the same way that he sent the contract through bottles that says sign the contract that didn't exist to Devin Haney. You remember when he did a whole interview talking about what's good, Rob G? how Devin Haney was ducking him because he was gonna make more money than he ever made. Remember, he did that whole thing. Everybody just forgot about that, bro. You know, I don't forget about stuff like that. I think Shakur. I think Bud. See, the best thing that ever happened to Shakur was Terence Bud Crawford, because Terence Bud Crawford is in his ear and he's telling him what it takes. You know what I mean? Boots don't got that. Boots got yes man that's in comment section saying, Scholar, you hating on Crocs. That man is a prospect. That man is this. Like, bro, a championship prospect is crazy work. Once you become a champion, you don't become a prospect again. You know what I mean? That's crazy, bro. But
that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy because you gotta look at it like this. Like, ain't no way. You get what I'm saying? And then, yeah, I think he another big baby Anderson though, for real. I think he gonna get in there with somebody, you know, that's really the real deal, and they gonna send him on his way.
So you think he gonna be crying, Jerron Boots didn't ask for this. I understand that, Boots, but you gotta get back on that horse. You understand me?
No, he gonna blame Turkey. I told y'all I needed a tune-up fight. You can't just move on to a weight class.
That's gonna be his excuse. That's gonna be his excuse if he struggles in this fight. If he don't knock this guy out and this guy goes 12, he gonna say, you know what I'm saying? This is why I wanted a tune-up. You know, I'm new to the division. I ain't fought. Bro, you know what he ended the interview with? And I could not believe it, that 2025 is going to be up for him. Bro, the year is almost over.
He must have meant 2026.
No, he said 2025 and 26. So it wasn't he didn't misspeak. He said 25 and 26.
Yeah, this year over with.
Bro, that's crazy.
And nobody's overshadowing what Crawford did this year. I don't care how many in the way fights they got pre-planned.
Hey, in a way, the only way in a way could top that, bro. He gotta go get AJ, bro. He gotta go get. He gotta get AJ. Now, if he fight Tank, then maybe, bro. Yeah, that's probably equivalent. Yeah, he gotta fight Tank. He fight Tank, then we back.
But
we back.
Tank damaged goods though.
What?
He lost his last fight. Even though it was drawn, he lost that shit.
What's good, Sheldon? Sheldon say, y'all saying Boots is a fraud? Hell yeah, he a fraud.
Hell yeah.
But
no questions asked.
So he running up on YouTubers, but when Terence Bud Crawford is in his face, you know what I mean? He looking the other way, you know, tying his tennis shoe.
He's showing all 32 teeth.
He doing
really everything he can.
Bro, he really did. You would have thought Bud was a dentist. You would have thought Bud was a dentist the way this man opened up and showed all them teeth.
He would have thought Bud said, say, you know how to
That's crazy. But no, bro, but like I said, bro, don't got that energy for Terence Bud Crawford. But check this out, bro. Look.
Still, like, everybody be barking and all on the internet and talking all crazy. They the same one when you see them in person. Oh, no, I didn't say nothing, or no, we cool. We were just doing it for the social media. No, I'm not on it. That's why I really don't say too much on the gram. Yeah, I'm not on it. That's how you know people not really on that. Them people that be talking all crazy on the net and all that stuff, but then behind closed doors, or you see them in person one-on-one, they not gonna say nothing at all. Like they're not gonna say nothing at all, or they act like they were just doing it for the fans and all that. I'm not on it.
The famous Cardi B's line.
Then she gave a Cardi B line and he feeling. That's why I say this was like a homegirl interview, bro. But bro, you know, let me show you this, bro. Let me show you why I saved this for last. The last part of the video, bro. Let me show you this, bro. So he just said a couple things I don't want y'all to get caught in these jokes and lose focus. Damn, she just deleted the comment, bro. She quick with it, bro. Damn. Okay, here we go. I thought she deleted it. So you see he just said two things. He said he got a good memory. He remember fans. He running up on them. They ain't the same behind closed doors. They like, hey, it wasn't me. It wasn't this. They ain't really on that, bro. And that's that Charlo tough guys talk, bro. What are you gonna do? What are you prepared to do, boo? So let's say I'm busy. I can't fight right now. I'm busy. So let's just say you do pull up on a YouTuber and he's standing on business. He's like, yeah, I called you Croc Ennis. What you gonna do about it? What are you prepared to do?
Nah, then he point his finger in Boots' face like, you heard. Oh shit.
So look, check this out. Uncle Shelton, just hang around. He said, "Do you have any evidence of this besides him moving himself?" So he was in line to fight Terence Bud Crawford, right? The guy who he's been trying to fight since, according to him, 2017 when he went pro in 2016. So a year in, he wanted to fight this guy, right? He was in line to fight this guy in the sanction and with the sanctioning bodies. He dropped out of that ranking system and then put himself in the IBF ranking system. The IBF is notorious for stripping guys of their belts, and he knew this. He knew that Terence Bud Crawford would be in negotiations with Errol Spence, and because they would be negotiating, they would be rematches are kind of a standard now in boxing, because if you lose, you lose your belts and they just run away and don't fight you again, you look like an idiot. So it's kind of standard in the sport of boxing. That's why I'm surprised Canelo didn't try to put a rematch clause, but he knew that they would be tied up in legalities. So he got with the IBF, wait till they had the rematch, forced himself to mandatory, and got emailed the belt. Then in this same interview, he said that he couldn't make 47 anymore. That he left 40. He couldn't make 47. He knew he was going to leave, but he had to stay there and get the Ring magazine belt before he left because he didn't want to be an email champion. So he views himself as an email champion. Then on top of all of that, show the man said that Gervonta Tank Davis taking the fight with Jake Paul don't hurt his legacy, and that he would take that fight if it was offered to him. This is what he's saying. The guy who y'all are telling me is a big deal in boxing is saying that if he's presented with a Jake Paul fight, he's gonna take the fight in a heartbeat. He ain't even get no number. He ain't say, "Look, man, that's a circus fight. They gotta at least give me 100 million." Bud said 150 million, and he'll fight him. That's his price for his legacy, and that's understandable. You know what I mean? Because ain't no boxers making that. Mike Tyson didn't even make that. But Boots is saying, "Give me any amount. I'm going to get the bag to fight that Jake Paul." And you know who else was talking about Jake Paul before he was exposed in the ring? You'll never guess. Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson was talking that same stuff. So I think the writing's on the wall. But check this out. So I just talked about him screenshotting, right? We were talking about him screenshotting running up on YouTubers. And this is why I wanted to end with this. Check this out, bro. This is gonna blow your mind. Make sure and listen, if y'all listening at home, make sure you're sitting down because you might fall out. You might fall out after hearing this, your brain might explode. And if you are sitting down, make sure you got the legs up. Because I don't want you to fall up out of your seat when you hear this dumbass shit he finna say.
Versus Canelo. What did you have to? Did you watch that fight?
I didn't get to see.
You didn't see the fight?
No.
He didn't watch the fight. So there were 41 million people in America on Netflix watching the fight, and he wasn't one of them. But it gets worse. Hold on, it gets worse.
Oh, so then you wouldn't.
Yeah, it was like it got too late, you know.
Oh, okay.
But I think the fight came on like 1 a.m.
It did. I was.
I had
half asleep when it came on.
Yeah, I had a couple workouts.
So he was so busy and so tired that he didn't watch the fight. Bro, it's on Netflix with replay value. So you mean to tell me you were so invested into this fight? And this is another thing I don't like. People justifying Boots bullshit, right? They asked Boots about Terence Crawford. He said, "I'm going to focus on the person in front of me." Was you focused on that person in front of you when you went to go help Canelo get ready for Crawford? Was you focused on the opponent you fighting now then? Why is all of a sudden this dude who nobody heard of, who's not a household name in his own household, all of a sudden he needs all your attention and focus when you can't answer questions about fighting Terence Bud Crawford? Like, you can't make this up. If people can't see it at this point, man, you're not looking hard enough. You squint your eyes. You know how you get caught cheating with the numbers and you be like, "What's that? Where there?" You start squinting. That's what people doing right now. But like I said, bro, hold on, it get worse. Buckle in.
That day, and I'm like, I was trying my best to stay up, but you know, I think the fight that I had that was on was the two guys that was just going back and forth, McKimby or whatever.
Oh,
I don't know if that was a cool minute or the minute or the right before.
He don't even know what was going on.
Bro, nah. You know what he doing, bro. You know how you know exactly what somebody talking about, but you playing it off like you don't know? Because you know if you flat out say that you don't know, they're gonna know you lying. So you make it seem like you got, well, I kind of remember a little bit. Like it was me, Keisha, Deshaun. But nothing like that. Nothing like that. That's what he doing right now, bro. Damage control.
I think that was right before.
I know when they was fighting, it might have been like 11:30.
Oh,
I
so
think
then no.
11:30, 12 o'clock.
It might have been the co-main.
It went from it went from 1 to 11:30 to I didn't know who was fighting. It was what you calling them. It was 3 of them. It was 100 guys like Fat Joe. Bro, dude just all over the. He lying, bro.
Yeah, fat.
Right?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But whoever the guys that was going back and forth.
I know what fight you're talking about. I don't know the names right now.
Oh yeah, I don't know if there was a cool.
Bro, how you not know Kristen Billy and Lester Martinez? Everybody know the same way you try to help Canelo get ready to beat Bud. Lester Martinez was helping Bud get ready to beat you. Like, come on, bro.
And then what's so crazy is it's because of how the fight pinned out. Now, if Canelo would have beat Crawford, you know what I'm saying? We was up all night. Matter of fact, we had spoiled him an hour before the fight in the back room, man.
And
You
you got to remember, I called him and I said, fed it. He won't fed it. And that was all he needed. That was all he needed to hear.
Facts. But because of the result of the fight, now you know what I'm saying. You know, I really was never there. Like they brought me into the camp and shit, and I was giving pointers. But you know, I really never laced up the gloves for real. You know. And see, if he would have did what we told him to do, see, when you remember when he kept circling around the ring, we told him, you know, he on that shit.
Yo, what's good, man?
What's good,
X?
Chilling, bro. Chilling,
my
man.
nigga like that. You know what I'm saying?
good?
My nigga
What's
Scholar,
good?
man. What's good with y'all boys, man?
What's good, man? You know, we up here, doing a little truth telling on the homie Boots.
Shout out to Pittsburgh T.
Hold on. Let me play this one clip, bro. I think it's about a minute, bro. This gonna surmise the entire video. Well, I was like, bro, I gotta do this live, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I didn't want to do. Let me stop lying, bro. I definitely want to do it. Let me do the Boots route. I really didn't want to do it. You know, I was sitting around. You know, I had a bunch of stuff, bunch of tax papers on my desk. You know what I mean? I didn't even have my reading glasses. So, you know what I mean? I was going slow. And then this video made me have to do it. You know, it made me have to do it. Look at this right here, bro. Look at this shit, bro.
Co-main or right before the co-main.
Don't quote us.
Yeah, don't quote me. But yeah, I didn't get to see the fight, but you know that's good for him. You know, he made history and he conquered what is 3-time undisputed, but I think he moved up.
Bro, you know he's fucking 3 times, bro. Why you keep doing that, bro? You know what he accomplished, bro. Everybody knew what was at stake. So you went into Canelo's camp just blind. You didn't even know who he was fighting. You know what I mean? You don't even know nothing about Bud. Now Bud is Bruno. He don't know nothing about Bruno. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, this dude, Boots is out here playing, bro. Like Pittsburgh T.
This nigga make it hard for you. This nigga make it hard for you to like this nigga, bro.
Agreed, bro.
What's wrong with this nigga, man?
Bro, it get worse, bro. It get worse. Hold on. Almost there, bro. Here we go.
He say 3.
But
he moved up 3 weeks later because he only had one fight at 54. You know, that's good for him. You know, and
So he don't know the stats, but now he know the stats. You know, what is he, 3-time undisputed? And then she didn't know because she's a woman, obviously, right? She probably don't follow boxing that close like that. She was like, oh, this and that. And he was like, oh, no. You know, he moved up to 3. Now he know the stats, bro. It's like, come on. So you've been trying to fight this man since 2017. You know what I mean? Y'all been around the same weight class, you know, according to you. And you don't know nothing about him. But these niggas gotta stop lying, bro.
History books and he making a mark for himself, so it's good for him and he did a good job. You know how you be on the gram and all that stuff. So I've seen like a couple highlights and stuff like that, and between both of them, and it was like from the looks of it, like it was a good fight.
So y'all believe that he didn't see the fight, but only on the ground?
It's a lot of niggas who are like this who be like, oh, I don't watch. Maybe whatever he had going on, he's like, oh, how he was tired or whatever, so he must have fell asleep. But I don't know. That shit did start late, so I will come some bell on that.
Man,
but
come on.
No, I will because bro, I'm not gonna lie. The fight started at like what 12:30, my nigga. Like I ain't gonna lie.
The whole boxing world was woke for that.
Yeah, the whole boxing world, but that doesn't mean everybody. So you know, it's very likely he missed the fight. But for him to be like he didn't go back and at least watch the fight, like. It's kind of crazy, but you know, he said he seen highlights on Instagram. You know, I don't know.
Even if I fell asleep, I would have went back and watched it.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Because it's on Netflix too. It ain't like you had to, you had to pay for it or anything. Like, why wouldn't you watch it? Like, you had so much invested interest that you went and helped Canelo get ready for Bud.
You called the nigga.
You gotta remember he ain't really help though. He just, he came in there and saw what was going
This
on,
nigga-
and he said he didn't want no parts of it.
This nigga really said, "Yo, Canelo, can I come be part of the kid for you?" That's something. I ain't gonna lie. I get the nigga. I guess y'all faking to it, bro. But nah, I thought Canelo called him. And he's like, "All right, nah, that's crazy. That's dick
I
riding."
told Canelo not to let that motherfucker in the camp. I told y'all that was gonna be a bad fit. You got a fake switch hitter like Crawford don't even switch hit anymore.
Yeah, he's a southpaw, bro.
Yeah, it's over.
But hold on, bro.
But every time he get in the fight, he always be like, I was gonna come out
I
orthodox.
was thinking about it.
Like, stop,
I almost
bro.
switched with my Kobe.
Shout out to my nigga Pittsburgh, man. My nigga Pittsburgh, man.
Shout out to Pittsburgh for real.
Pittsburgh T hilarious, man. But look at this, bro. I think it's right here. Right after this, I think. Hold on, let me see.
People be weird. People be thinking like I'm probably hating because I said I ain't watch it. I didn't watch it. I work out.
You're in training camp.
Yeah,
You're in training camp.
And besides that, I really don't even watch boxing. Like,
You don't?
no, I
You
only
only watch your fights, and you're like,
I watch old school fights. I don't watch like the newer people. And the only people that I do watch that's the newer people, maybe it's like the people that's in my team and my circle. Like,
Pause this shit, bro. Pause this shit, bro.
Pause.
Pause. This nigga full of yo. You a full of shit, nigga, bro. Yo. The reason why bro. Here's the major thing, right? When he get put on the spot, bro, he say the most like we know you lying. You all remember the $1 million worth of game interview this nigga did, and he panicked so bad. The nigga said he tried to fight Terence Crawford for 2017, bro. He doing that shit kind of sort of right here, bro. You're not gonna tell me you don't watch no big fights other than the people that's in your camp, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Yo, X,
Come on, bro.
not only that, X, before you pulled up, he said that he screenshot YouTubers, bro. And he watched them with the bad stuff that they say about him. So you out there paying attention to YouTubers and what they gotta say, but you not watching fights on potential opponents. You're an idiot if that's true. Like, bro, what? So you watching everything Blue Blood say, Scholars say, and you screenshotting it. Just if you see them, you could pull up on them and be a tough guy. But you not watching film on Terence Bud Crawford in case he might want that smoke.
Look, man, he not
That's
the
a good point.
He ain't the only nigga that we've seen with all the talent in the world that do and say weird shit. So it is what it is, man. This nigga, he just one of them. Let's just throw him in that category of weird niggas, bro.
Yeah, his new name Crocs, bro. I like
Crocs.
that. That
Crocs.
suits him, bro. Crocs.
Crocs.
Yo, y'all better be careful, man. He pulling up on YouTubers, man. He ain't taking no disrespect to that Croc stuff, bro. Hey, you know what's crazy though? I heard if you wear like a Bud T-shirt, it wards them off like vampires, like vampires in sunlight. If you put a Bud T-shirt, this the look he gonna give you. You don't wear a Bud T-shirt, like, hey, homie, let me holler at you. Come here, Scholar. What you say about me? Huh? What you say about me?
Bro,
Nah, that's
bro
crazy,
just
bro.
act like bro.
Bro, and then he like people think, bro, he definitely watching because he said people say I be hating on Terence Bud Crawford. Like, how would you know that if you're not watching? And then he said, you know where I caught the fight? Highlights on Instagram. So you got a Netflix account that you was watching it on. This is what he said, X. He said he was watching it, but it got too late and he fell asleep and he never hit the playback. But he would catch the highlights on Instagram when somebody posted it. Bro, come on, Boots. Bro, just say I watched it, bro. Just say I watched it. What's wrong with that?
We know why the nigga doing it too, man. You see that fine piece of ass in front of him, man. The nigga doing that shit too because of that shit, bro. Oh no, I ain't watching them niggas, man. Man, I'll be worried about myself, man. That's that nigga up there doing, man.
Bro, he
This
hitting it with
nigga-
that Mac Daddy. See, baby, I gotta focus on me,
Yeah,
baby.
man. Yeah, I
You
gotta
gotta
focus on me.
understand
I
that,
ain't
baby.
worried about these nigga, man. That nigga, man. This nigga funny, man.
Hilarious.
Bro, that is crazy work. That man said he pulling up on YouTubers and they ain't really liked it. It's when he said that, bro, that reminded me of Jamel Charlo, bro. Whenever he was talking about water. We're gonna see if you really like that. Because I got people ready to go to jail behind me.
But Jamal, them niggas, them two twin niggas, them niggas, they not who I thought they was, but them niggas right there is sissy 5, my nigga.
Yo, X. He said that if y'all tune into this fight, that after this fight, he gonna have a major announcement, bro. Bro, why keep it a secret, bro? Nobody's asking for this fight. Why do you need a next fight? Why
Oh
do
God.
you need people to tune in to tell everybody you for the fight either what's the name, Conor Ben or what's the name, Eubanks?
I mean, what do you mean? He's building up excitement for the matchup after he puts this guy to bed.
Yo, this dude done been around BBO too long. X, he's starting to Marky Dan starting to talk like him.
Oh
I
man.
mean, it's a fact though. He's doing it specifically so that people could watch the damn fight. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know who the hell this guy is.
So Marky Dan, what you telling me is you finna watch the fight for the announcement after the fight?
I mean, nah, I'm probably gonna watch the highlights or some shit. I really don't care about like I haven't really cared about Boots in a while. When was his last fight? Yeah, I don't really care about the nigga. I'm gonna just be honest with you.
But why though, Marky Dan? Tell us why you don't care about him. Since he building up excitement for the fight.
It ain't even that I don't necessarily care about him. It's just like I don't even want to insult him, but it's like I ain't really got no excitement for the matchups he's been putting out recently. Like even the Stanionis John, like I give him credit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a unification, but I don't even think I watched it live. Like, I don't know. I just don't mess with Boots like that. It ain't nothing about his style. He's an exciting dude. He beats people to death. But the
Yo,
kid, I mean, I don't know. I just don't watch him.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Marky Dan. I would respect Boots if Boots was like, look, man, this nigga Crawford been hunting my entire career. You know, I can't fight without y'all talking about this nigga, bro. I'm tired of this
I
nigga, bro.
mean, but if he called for Crawford, then niggas like you gonna be like, oh, well, you just capping, you just clout chasing,
Does he
nigga.
do it? He's been doing his entire career.
But okay, so he say I gotta focus on what's in front of me. You still got a problem.
No, okay, let me tell you why the problem comes in, Marky Dan. This
You're
is
coon.
no, Marky Dan, you making it, you simplifying it, Marky Dan. So the reason why I have a problem with it is because if he had been quiet this entire time and not called Canelo, and not because he called Canelo and said, I want to join your camp. So he's not focused on this opponent clearly because he was focused on Bud. And we all know why he wanted to help Canelo because he wanted Bud to lose. We know that. It's the obvious, right?
Or
And
maybe because he's planning to fight
this
Virgil Ortiz and he wanna get in there with that Mexican camp and go against that Mexican style.
So he's focused on this opponent to prepare for Virgil Ortiz.
I mean, that seems to be the fight everybody's talking about, isn't it?
So he been around BBO too long, X. He ain't even
Isn't
making
that the
sense no more.
fight? Everybody's talking. Stop, man! Stop bringing other niggas in and answer the question.
All right, go ahead, Market Dan.
Boxing coon.
what's the question, Market Dan?
Now the question is Boots versus Virgil not the fight everybody talking about?
Yeah, but they talk about a lot of fights with Boots because he don't fight nobody.
And you just don't want a brother to live. That's all it is. The man
Bro,
said he's
Boots
taking
ain't
a
no
tune
brother,
up.
bro.
The
As
man,
far as I'm
what?
concerned, Boots he got vitiligo like Michael Jackson, bro. He's a white man.
Man, Boxer Scholar, this is what, and then you get upset when I call you a coon. But this is what I'm talking about. It's right there for the people to see.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Marky Dan. You don't even watch this man fights, and you up here defending him. You just take the opposite
Because he's
stand. That's
a
why I say you've been
brother.
around BBO too. If I'd have said Boots
Man,
was
BVO is a goddamn Mexican. You talk about vitiligo, he got whatever that shit is, but Mexican. I
Mexalago,
defend blacks. You see what my picture is? It's Fred Hampton, nigga.
I don't see that. I don't
Respectfully.
see that, bro.
Well, get it right, goddammit.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man.
But on serious note, Boxer Scholar, seriously. That's the fight people are talking about. And I think it's gonna happen after this fight. At least I hope it will.
What's
I ain't
the
got
over
no
under? What's the over under of Boots actually in a 50-50 fight?
You asking me the odds of that Virgil fight happening next? I mean, I give it like I say 1-4, 1-5.
What would the way that Boots moving like give you any inkling that he is about to fight Virgil? The man turned down a TO fight, bro.
I mean, firstly, he was moving up. Secondly, I think you're being a little harsh.
Yo, X, what's the one dude that we always talk about if he would have whooped, we would have forgave?
Tio.
I mean, I give you that. I would have liked to see him beat the hair off of T.O.'s head, but it didn't happen. I mean, he's on the 154. Like, it's plenty of guys. I mean, you don't talk about Grease Boy Davis, but you bagging on this brother Boots, who's going around unifying belts, moving up. Said he wants to take a tune-up fight. I don't respect that, boxer Scholar. I mean, get a guy get a guy a chance. It's not his fault he couldn't get the what, nigga.
Calm down, first off. Secondly, bro. Secondly, you just got here. You missed the clip where I showed where Booth said he would take a Jake Paul fight in a heartbeat.
Damn.
Yeah, all that defense team. The air just went out the defense team.
I mean, sure, they probably might come with a $40 million bag. You never know.
But you criticized Tank for taking it.
I mean, look, I don't blame Tank for taking the bag. I mean, I just think it's a weak ass move though. Like if I was in his position and I had a business and I had the opportunity to get a big reward for little risk, I mean, I'd take that. But as a boxing fan observing this, I mean,
so you would be a ducker if you was a boxer.
Move. I mean,
Marky, I sensed that boost in you. I knew you had that Crocs in you.
You know, I duck when I need to. That's what he's saying. I duck if I need to.
That's what Boost say. Boost say I duck if I need to. You like, well, when do you need to? All the time. I'm a duck right now.
When I get paid, nigga. When I got paid, how about that?
Marky Dan, what do you think? How much you think the opponent is fit to get paid to fight Boots?
Oh, that guy. I mean, I don't know. He's probably a dock boy on the side, so I don't know. It's probably like his biggest bag.
Bro, they finna get this dude like a lifetime supply of Reese's.
Lifetime supply of Reese's.
They finna get this man a lifetime supply.
Is this a Matchroom card or is this a Riyadh season card?
This don't worry about that card.
Man, either which way, I really don't care either way. I mean, I'm gonna watch the highlights. It is what it is. On to the next fight.
Hold on. So wait, when do Boots fight?
I don't fucking know.
11th.
Ask boxers guy.
When?
The 11th.
The 11th of
this month?
Oh, this month?
Yeah.
Shit.
Bro, you all right, bro?
Like, what you got going on over there? Known.
Fucking pepper went in my throat, bro. I was over here dying.
Bro, you gotta stop eating.
Oh man, bro, you putting peppers in your throat, man?
This your second time.
Whoa, hold on.
Come on, man.
God
Don't do that, man.
Man, this is the second time, bro.
Hey,
man.
Come on,
I started getting my affairs in order.
This dude, the only dude I know that be almost dying from eating a pepper.
Boxer Scholar, you old man.
Marky Dan did that shit with that voodoo shit, because I was right in the middle of insulting him, and then all of a sudden, I was making my joke, nigga, and I was eating some spicy shrimp.
I come from a line of witches.
Nigga, I got that T.O. esophagus now, bro.
That's what happened. I don't even know what that means, nigga.
TOA, and shit starting to get a little crunk. Hold on now.
God damn, but what I'm gonna say, Marky Dan, man, listen, you up here justifying a fight that you ain't even gonna watch.
I mean, listen, did Boots say this fight is a tune-up?
I don't know. I heard he say he wanted a tune-up.
Do you acknowledge that it is a tune-up? You don't even know who this guy is. What's his record?
I think it's 14-1.
Man, they probably got him from Bums R Us. Let's be honest, guys. It's a tune-up. He just wants to get it right for when he moves up to the weight.
Let me ask you this:
gonna get in there.
How many tune-ups did Bud have when he moved up to 54?
I mean, shit. You could argue that. What's the name of that nigga? Horn. You could argue he's a tune-up all by himself.
Bro, Horn was a champion, bro. What are you talking about?
Even though he had a belt, that nigga was a bum. Come on, boxers.
Bro, he beat Pacquiao, bro.
No, he did not. No, he did not.
Bro, come on now. Come on, bro.
No, he did
How you get the
not.
belt
You
then?
need to stop capping. If you
How you get
think
the belt?
Jeff Horn won that fight, you're out of your goddamn mind. I don't respect the boxing scholar. I say that as the historian. Don't let me have to pull your collar, nigga.
I told y'all.
That man didn't.
He been around BBO too long. He just say the craziest thing he can fucking think of.
Oh, thank you. Hey, it's whatever you think, nigga. But on a serious note, on a serious note, if the man is taking
This
it
man
to
over there talking like BBO ordering jerk chicken. Man, if you don't get your
firstly, I mean that's racist, and I see how you keep trying to group me in with Jamaicans. I'm from St.
bro,
Croix.
ain't nobody said nothing, bro. I ain't said nothing.
You said jerk chicken, nigga.
But
I
now
heard you.
you do be, but you do be doing that Jamaican accent. Everybody caught that because people be asking me.
I don't speak Jamaican. I speak Crucian. Now, let me say this. Manny Pacquiao. Well, switch this topic, nigga. It ain't anything else happening in boxing.
Nah, bro, that's the fight that's coming up. This is the next fight. Like
What's
literally.
on the card? Who fighting on this goddamn card? Who else?
Oh,
Because Boots is gonna beat this dude. I mean, he's
Eddie
gonna
Hearns.
unalive him.
Eddie Hearns and his own is fighting for their life because Turkey Al-Rashid coming in with the bag. So they on the card fighting for their life. I don't know who's on the undercard. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Bro, this hate ass dude. This dude said Crawford is literally charcoal. Bro, he's so mad. And guess what? Guess what Canelo had on his face? Charcoal marks. They picked poor Nello clean. What's good, Mr. Mulatto? I said, guess what? Canelo had all over his face? Charcoal marks, bro. Because Bud beat he beat the hell out of Canelo. He beat him so bad, Canelo had to go get surgery after the fight.
He beat him so bad, Canelo was drinking tequila till 2:00 in the morning, and he was gambling.
See, somebody else agreed that Boots ain't black no more, bro. He too scary. See, I ain't the only one that's speaking on the behalf of the black delegation. Somebody said pepper.
I mean,
Jay said pepper in the
black
throat.
delegation want to go that way. I mean, Boots. I think Boots could pass for a Pakistani, for a nigga from Pakistan.
Bro, what?
Yeah, we could pass him off to them niggas.
Pac-Man got robbed in that fight. See, but now we talking about personal opinion. We're not talking about facts. Did Jeff Horn have a belt or not? And let's be honest. Let's be honest. Everybody was paying attention to what Manny Pacquiao was doing in that fight, bro. Nobody was paying attention to Jeff Horn, bro. That fight was a lot closer than when everybody scored it, bro.
Man, Jeff Horn almost went to bed. You need to stop this boxing scout. Jeff Horn looked like he was getting jumped at certain points in that fight.
Bro, Jeff Horn was dominating Pacquiao at some points too.
You're out of your mind.
I know what I'm talking about, bro.
We could put the poll out. We could put the poll out. Boxing scout.
Yo, put a one. I just said it said in some spots like it was a close fight. So what am I doing? Am I put a one in the chat if you thought the fight was dominate? Manny Pacquiao put a 2 in the fight. Excuse me, in the chat if you thought the fight was close. Did you already talk about Roach and Pitbull Cruz? No. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Pitbull Cruz is gonna get the ears boxed off of him. Pitbull Cruz is a hit or miss. He's a hit or miss. And what I mean with that is since he's moved up, he ain't showed that the power is there. Just being honest. He has respectable power, but it's not like it was. It's not devastating anymore. So Pitbull Cruz.
Drink some water, nigga. Drink some water.
Or water for pussies, bro. But yeah, so why you think fish? I
don't want you to die. I don't want you to die.
Nah, I want to die. I want to die on my feet and live on my knees like you, bro. I'm not a coon, bro.
Whoa. I know your man Diddy.
No, you was happy.
I know
Yo, Marky Dad text me. Yo, Marky Dad text me.
Diddy is free. So you're real happy and you're talking about freaky stuff like niggas on the
Yo, no, Marky Dad, what did they actually sentence him to? What did they sentence him to? The 3 years, right?
They sentenced him to 50 months and 12 months time served. So he has 38 months left.
Bro, in federal jail, you're not supposed to get time served, bro.
That's what he got. He's getting time
Bro,
served.
bribery, bro. Bribery. That is crazy, bro.
They saying Trump gonna pardon him anyway.
What does he need to be pardoned for?
It was a witch hunt. It was a hoax.
Are you sure that, bro? You sure that's what it was? But no, that's what I was gonna say. That's what they
He
said.
got charged with the Mann Act.
No, I know what he got charged with, but what I was gonna say, man, he said free Diddy. Hell no, leave that bitch where he is. I don't like that. I don't like Diddy.
I
But
mean, all he did was be a little freaky. That's all they had him on. That's
a little
all they could
freaky.
prove.
That just let me know. That just let me know, Marky Dan, where you stand mentally, brother. You need help.
Listen. Yesterday, I was at my dentist for my cleaning, and I love this
Bro, I don't
lady.
want to hear
She's
the
been
rest of this
there.
story. I don't want to hear the
I
rest of
mean,
this
she's
story.
been there.
You go, bro. This
You're a
is
coon. You're a coon.
after
You're a
a
coon.
Diddy
You're a coon. He doesn't drink
celebration.
water.
You
You
telling
cough
me?
and cough like the
Hold on.
audience wants to hear. You continue to cough. You're a coon.
Yo, it's
Right.
never gonna get good after you just celebrated Diddy, and then the next statement is, I was at my dentist the other day. Nah, bro. I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to finish this. I know where you're going with this, Marky Dan. I don't
I'm
like
about to get into a
it.
disgusting story. She said Diddy.
Hey, shout out to Boots for being the Diddy of the boxing world.
Whoa. The Diddy of the boxing world is Oscar De La Hoya. You need to stop this, boxing scholar.
I agree with you on that one. I actually do. That's one of the rare times that we agree, Marky Dan.
No,
But now,
Oscar De La Hoya has had 3 cases of sexual abuse against minors in the
bro,
90s.
why
They
would
just went away,
Marky Dan,
allegedly.
Marky Dan,
That's a
bro,
fact.
are you an agent?
Nah, I'm speaking facts.
Marky Dan, you be pulling up here saying some of the most outlandish, craziest stuff. I'm like, is this nigga trying to get me shut down? Like, I just got the lights on in the building, nigga. You show up, with the inspector, like, nah, that ain't up to code. Like, bro, goddamn well. Marky Dan, let me tell you something, Marky Dan.
I
When
said
you're live,
allegedly.
Marky Dan, when you're live, unless you text me the link, I won't know you're live. I tried to search for you before, and I went to my channels and all my subscriptions, bro. When I say they pushed you all the way down to the bottom, bro, of my 300 to 400 subscriptions, bro, you are at the very bottom. Do you know why, Marky Dan? Because you talk
Because I
about
speak the
shit
truth.
that you're
Because
not
I
supposed
speak
to
the
say.
truth. Exactly. I don't capitulate.
Well, look, you capitulate when your ass is over here. I just got this money.
Okay, all right. Well, I apologize, my brother.
Marky Dad
I
is crazy.
apologize for saying the
Marky
truth.
Dad is the craziest, bro. When I tell you this nigga be like, he remind me of CNN whenever Saddam Hussein got beat up by American soldiers in front of the entire country, and they were like, we cannot show it because it's too graphic. Send the camera 5 right now. Let's show this. Like, that's Marky Dan right there, bro. If you want to sum him up. You know what I mean? But nah, that's crazy, Marky Dan. You gotta listen. If you want your voice heard, Marky Dan, you are on somebody's platform, and I mean YouTube when I say that. And you can't just do whatever you want to. You don't go to your job and just do whatever you want to. Why would you
But
think
I feel
that?
like, but respectfully, I feel like we were on a topic about a case about a person who was doing bad stuff toward the subject I was just speaking about with Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah, but there's ways that say that. You know what I mean? You just flat out just said exactly what it was. Like, you have to clean up the language. That's what gets you pushed down to the algorithm, because you just say anything. You have to be more professional about the way you go about things. Like, you don't even have to say raped. Just say sexual assault.
I said sexual abuse.
I mean, but then you start talking about the other thing that will get this entire live, you know what I mean, maybe if not shut down, suppressed, which is the protected group, children.
I understand. But Oscar
And
De
then
La Hoya
and then you got to remember this. You got to remember this. Bro, Oscar done cross dress. Oscar is the weirdest dude in boxing. Like,
He's a freak.
like
He's a
if
freak.
Oscar, bro, if it came out tomorrow that Oscar was in a relationship with Diddy for 3 years, would that surprise you?
No,
Okay, bro. Then what is the point of mentioning Oscar's charges, bro? Why is that in context?
because he's not only is he a freak, he's an alleged predator.
Okay. That's why I will say to that, Marky Dan. You gotta learn. You gotta learn, brother. You gotta learn if you're gonna be. You can't be this revolutionary if your revolutionary opinion never get out the ground, brother. You know what I mean? YouTube suppressing the hell out of you, bro. You got to change your ways, Marky Dan.
I won't.
You're not.
I will die like this. Respectfully, Boxing Scholar.
Die like what? What do you when you say this? What do you mean?
I'm gonna be a revolutionary till the day I die.
Man, that dude just be talking. What you changing?
I'm changing my island first
Bro,
off. Nigga.
you can't even change the price of goods where you at.
That's cap.
You be complaining about inflation and Trump economics.
Well, you know what, Boxer Scholar? Despite the fact that you don't believe in the youth of the world, that's okay. We're gonna stand up to your generation that has betrayed us, that has given us
IMO,
this
send
bullshit
me a
world.
super chat. Send me a super chat and I'll let
Man,
Marky
don't send
dance.
this nigga no super chat.
Yeah, this nigga definitely an agent. This nigga definitely an agent.
You said that with the quickness.
Bro,
Yeah,
he ain't even
freedom of
it was
speech.
like reactionary, bro. That's crazy. Yo, IMO, send me a super chat and I'll let him continue to speak freely on here.
No, hold on. You gotta put a price on that though. You gotta
Yeah,
say
$20 super chat. $20 super chat, and I'll let Marky Dan
Wow,
just say
god damn it. I
whatever he
thought it was
wants.
gonna be a $5 super chat.
Marky Dan,
That's
bro,
crazy.
you are an agent like a motherfucker, bro. $20. You just spent that in the store yesterday on some jerk chicken.
And why you gotta say jerk chicken? Again with
Brother,
the
we know what
racism.
y'all eat, bro.
Shit.
What's good, T Hill? Look,
I
and
eat
then
rice.
you got another fan in there. What he said, what is he saying that's so wrong?
Exactly.
And that's why I be trying to take. You know the thing about black people that really kills me is that they always
Cooning. Here come the
revolutionary
cooning.
about something, but revolutionary about nothing in the same breath, right? Cause I literally have a members only, and I'm always promoting it. They won't show up and buy my members only and help a black man out black business, right? But then they'll show up on my same panel and tell me what I need to allow and how I need to not stop silencing this black man. So they be revolutionary about something and nothing at the same time. It's
I like
crazy,
your
bro. You
video
can't make
about
this
this,
up.
Scholar.
And then when you're trying to go downhill, they're gonna be the same ones like, see, man, you can't just be letting anybody up on your channel saying anything. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell these niggas this shit, but niggas don't
Bro,
go listen.
I literally got blackballed by YouTube. Got blackballed by YouTube, and my channel did go down, bro. And they left when the channel went down. Brother. You can't make this up, bro.
You know what I'm saying about it.
I think you're gonna be alright, Boxer Scholar.
But see, we be revolutionary about destruction, but not about building anything up.
Exactly, bro. No, you can't go to your job and say anything. Know that there's a protected group in the world you can't talk about. You know what I mean? But
I talk about who the hell I want.
and that's why your
Not
channel
on your
ain't built up,
platform.
bro.
Not on your
That's what.
platform.
No, hold on, Marky Dan. That's why I'm already subscribed to you. I have the notification bell on, and I still do not get when you go live.
Maybe you got too many notifications. Nigga.
No, bro. They're suppressing you because of what you're
Angie
saying,
baby
bro.
get my notifications.
Bro, she probably types your name into the search bar.
Hell nah. How she know exactly when my lives always come up? She's the first in the building.
Bro, maybe I don't know. Maybe you say it
Yeah,
ahead
you
of time
don't
and she
know.
remembers.
Exactly. You don't know. Maybe you
That's
need to
another reason
refresh
right
this.
there. This is another reason right there why they revolutionary about something and nothing at the same time. Why I just can't be right. I've been doing this a little bit longer than you, Marky. I think I know what happens, bro.
I mean, maybe you're an old man, respectfully.
See, now this
Just
nigga
trying to
done did
help you.
ageism. You see what I mean? Now this nigga done with ageism. You see what I mean? Then why? It's exactly why. This is why. What you say like that? I think I'm gonna get that shit put on a t-shirt.
What I say?
Black people only use their word to destroy, not to build.
Oh yeah, they only revolutionary when it's time to destroy something, but when it's time to build, niggas be ghosts, boy.
Bro, and you know what that be? That be their anger, bro. That be their anger. They only want to destroy stuff because they unhappy with shit in their life. You know, like when revolutions and stuff really do happen, that's what it be about. Nick, they be mad. I can't afford bread. Let's tear it to the ground. So they'll tear stuff to the ground and stuff, and then like it's
I'm
their
sorry.
anger.
I'm sorry, Boxer Scholar, that you just want to capitulate. That you don't want to fight back and bite back and toe the line against the fascist regime that's currently ruling over us. I'm not
There
that
you go.
guy though, Boxer Scholar. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry, Boxer Scholar. I'm not that guy.
There you go. And then he always talking politics. This man love himself some politics, but Marky Dan, listen, I want you to listen to me now. Now I'm joking, but I'm serious. I'm dead
What,
serious, but
bro?
at the same time, I'm dead serious, bro. Marky Dan, you gotta articulate yourself better. You gotta be more mindful about your channel, bro, if you want it to grow. Because you gotta remember you on their platform and they decide what goes on here. And they got a set of rules. And if you don't abide by them, then like unless you get a video of you busting down what's her name, Ruby Rose, bro, your likelihood of going viral and getting a bunch of subs is drastically decreased. Gotta use your mind, brother.
I hear what you're saying, Boxer Scholar. I hear what you're saying.
Then
Absolutely.
this nigga, bro, what's up with the YNs, bro? Why y'all always got pockets of energy? That nigga pull up with all the energy in the world, bro, talking a whole bunch of crap, and then literally, if I ever debated Marky, I would, bro. What's the over under on me and Marky is like a plus 1,000, bro. I would fuck Marky up,
Yeah,
bro.
you would get destroyed.
Bro, I'd fuck you
Absolutely.
up, bro. I would just let you talk for 10 minutes straight without interruptions and let you
I
gas
mean,
out.
firstly, let's debate right now, nigga. Pick a topic.
Bro, you sleepy now. We hear the sleepiness in your voice.
Man, I will cook you awake, sleep, high, drunk, sober, whatever it is. You get cooked,
Now you're just saying stuff.
boy.
Then that man called me boy. Boy, you can't make this up.
Respectfully.
Yo, he the only nigga I know got pockets of energy and talk during the drops. Watch this. Yo, this dude stayed quiet during the whole drop. Yeah, he's sick.
Absolutely. That's a beautiful song. It's your theme song, Boxer Scholar. I'm glad you
Yo,
play it whenever you decide to coon out. You do it a lot.
Pussy Boots it is, bro. That's crazy work.
I need to go back in a lot. There's literally a recording that I can find the Boxer Scholar openly saying, "Yup, I'm a coon," and I love it.
Yeah,
I can find it.
it pays, bro. It pays. It's a good paying job, good
And there
benefits.
you go. You heard it right there. You heard it
Yo,
right there, like
like that.
that.
Who's
You
that on
heard it
your
right there.
picture?
Where?
Who's that on your display
Is
picture?
that Michael Jackson? Is that
Yeah,
the
that's
man
Michael
himself?
Jackson.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's so small on my phone. I thought that was a man and a chick, bro.
Oh,
Now,
bro.
you see, a guy like Scholar would have
No,
persecuted Michael Jackson to the day he died. Probably
that's
did.
you know who I be talking to. That's a running joke with me and her.
What? The umbrella?
Yeah, the umbrella.
Hey, wait till I get rich. You think Michael Jackson? Hey, bro, it ain't even raining. It ain't gonna be hot. He gonna have to carry my umbrella. Well, no, she gonna have to carry my umbrella in the cold, bro.
Man, They said Michael Jackson was out there pimp slapping women.
Bro, why you always got some wild ass conspiracy slash? Bro, this man don't. Bro, did y'all hear what? That dude had an underground bunker where he was just freaking people. He be the only one with this information too. I ain't never heard that before. Even the Oscar stuff.
I ain't
I
never heard
mean,
that
I'm
either.
sorry, bro. Like, I'm sorry. I got more information than you, Boxer Scholar. It
Interesting.
pays.
Interesting. Hey, make sure if y'all looking, since y'all black people don't like to support, and Marky Dan is definitely a double agent. He telling people not to send super chats for him to speak. Make sure you use my promotional code if you go and buy some Crocs. It's at the Boxer Scholar 2025.
You know, Boxer.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Yo,
You know,
hey, like that. I ain't gonna lie, that stuff do come in clutch for people like Marky Dan.
Boxing Scholar. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to face your God, your Creator, one day, and He's gonna ask you,
Bro, this
my
man done went
son,
through.
why were you cooning?
Uh-huh.
Why were you cooning so hard to get to your brothers?
And I would
And
say,
Boxer Scholar
God,
is not
because they
gonna have
started
no
cooning first.
response.
They cooned on me first. Yo. Marky Dan, you ever heard Bernie Mac joke about going
What?
to hell?
Nah.
Let me remix it then. Let me remix it and put it with Scholar. Because when we steal language over here, we give credit. But check this out, right? So I keep having this bad nightmare, Marky Dan, that I pass away and I go to hell. I mean, I go to heaven, but Peter's there and he like, bro, you're not on the list. You ain't getting here. All the wrong that you done did, you know what I mean? But I give you one last chance. Tell God an answer that he can't. Ask God a question that he can't answer, and he'll let you go in. And I whisper to God something, and God just said, "Open them gates and let them in." And then everybody in line is saying, "What did he whisper to him?" Everybody just pissed off, Hitler up there like, "Look, man, I want to get in too." And they say, "What did he whisper to him?" And I say, "When is black people gonna support each other?" That's the question that he can't answer. Being God, and you with your double agent ass, bro, you are definitely contributing to that coon stuff, bro. You are
I
definitely a coon.
mean, nah. Respectfully, you the double agent. You the double agent, boy. How you
I'm
gonna
not
talk about your
boy.
brother like this?
Damn.
How you gonna talk about your brother? Yeah, goddamn it. How you gonna talk about your brother, Boots Ennis, like this?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, you do sound like Press.
I don't even know who that is. On top of the fact of being a coon, your old man. I don't know these people.
Bro, Press is
You know?
Press younger than you. Press is a dude that pulls up to the show. I'm pretty sure y'all both got narcolepsy. Y'all got 5-hour energy, and then y'all just start dozing off after y'all's rant. It's like y'all be so fast to get it out that y'all just start dozing and falling asleep after you get it out.
I mean, I don't know what the hell you talking about, Boxer Scott. You talk about me talking crazy shit. You need to get out of here. Oh, now this guy, Pittsburgh T, Boots, a reformed clout chaser, boy.
Yeah, he's quoting you. You've been calling me boy all day. He clowning and quoting you.
I mean, I don't think that's very respectful.
Hey, that's why we don't pay you to think, Marky Dan. That's why your channel suppressed right now, because you don't be thinking.
Go straight to
Yo,
hell.
like that. You still there? Both of y'all done fell asleep.
I'm here. What you talking about, nigga? Still
Man,
cooking
Bro, you
your
played
ass.
them, bro. I thought I was on. See, you play them clips, bro. Should be muted, and I don't be thinking about it.
Nah, that's a new feature. I ain't gonna lie. For people like you, it might be a little adjustment. For Marky Dan, bro, that come in clutch. This man would talk to the entire clip. I'm like, bro, this Marky Dan, you hear the clip playing? Oh no, my bad. Then I hit another one. Yeah, like I was saying.
I mean, usually the StreamYard just mute your mic, but I don't know. It don't mute my mic.
Man,
Sorry, nigga.
he be hitting on mute. He be like, yeah, fuck what y'all talking about. Like I said, man. You know what's
Girl
really
ain't
crazy
gotta
though, Marky
tell
Dan?
no bad.
But no. If I'm being all the way honest with you, man, I think boots hurts the sport of boxing. You know, people might think I'm being a little hard on them, but
You
like,
are you a punk, man. Boxer, you gotta stop. You gotta stop this.
go ahead, elaborate, bro. That's all I got to get
You
you to
gotta
do is
stop
elaborate,
because you not gonna sit up here and say Grease Boy Davis is hurting the sport.
bro. First off, two different things, right?
Is there
At
anything on the
35,
screen?
huh? Yeah,
Is there
some on the
any?
screen.
Oh, my phone, bro.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, bro. It ain't nothing. It's just boots over there, and it's comfortable slippers with socks on. But and his jacket with rips in it. But what I gonna say, bro? What'd you just say, Marky? Oh, Tank. The difference between Tank and Boots is in or around the most competitive division in boxing and could potentially make some good stylistic fights to help the sport. At 35, all you have is Roach and Shakur. So there's a
I mean,
huge difference.
I don't care. He the A side. Send the contracts.
Bro, you missing the point. And then not only that, Marky Dan, Boots is on record saying that he would be open to fight Jake Paul. So it's not a matter of Gervonta Tank Davis destroying the sport. You know, it's him destroying the sport first. If you're going to look at it from that aspect, because if Tank would have went to, I mean, excuse me, Jake Paul would have went to Boots with that fight, he would have took it in a heartbeat. The same guy that we can't even get to fight, bro. Like, who asked this question the other day? Dub right side. Shout out to Dub right side.
Shout out
Who
to
the
Doug.
fuck, bro? Who is Bachman fighting right now, bro?
Who the
I
fuck
don't
is
fucking
Barkley?
know.
The dude that
He
knocked
that,
out Tim Zoo.
yeah, he that crazy
Oh,
Russian that put
yeah.
Tenzu half to sleep.
Yeah, who
Who is he
fighting
fighting
him?
right now?
Who fighting him? That's a good question.
That's the point I'm making, bro. Nobody, because nobody. Turkey said nobody want to fight him. He literally said this on the Boxing Voice. So Boots
It
coming up to that
said
division, bro.
Josh Kelly ordered to face Murtazalia for IBF world title.
Did they take that?
When was this?
This is a month ago. This is being reported by Ring Magazine.
But nah, bro. You know what fight I'm waiting for, bro? It's that Devin Haney fight.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I
Absolutely.
think Devin Haney. I
I'm
think Devin
paying for
Haney
that.
gonna lose, bro. He gonna lose, bro.
No, I'm paying for that.
I think he gonna school Brian Norman.
Bro, why do y'all
Yes,
think
bro.
that, bro? I don't, listen. Like I said, I could be missing something, bro. I could
You
be
missing
missing something.
something. You
You
definitely
missing
missing
something.
something.
You
But I think
definitely
Devin
missing
Haney
something.
missing something. He missing this ability to block the left hook.
I
That's all that
think
matters.
Hold on. Is
I think
Brian
Brian
Norman known for
Norman
having a left hook?
Yes, he can
I
punch with
think
both
Brian
fists too.
I think Brian Norman missing the ability to cut off the ring and to get out of the way of straight punches. He showed you that against Boca Chica. He got put.
Huh?
That was just facts.
What? Somebody.
This dude over there at the
Boca Chica
restaurant.
almost put him.
I'm at
Boca
one.
Chica almost put him after sleep. You remember that boxing scholar?
Hell
If
no.
it wasn't for
What?
Brian Norman headbutting that nigga Boca Chica and then Brian Norman basically quitting in the third round before they could get to, the scorecard rounds. I mean, Boca Chica would have probably won. That's just the facts.
Nah, he tripping. He tripping. That was a
Yo,
good fight. That was a good fight.
Man, that was no good
That
fight. And then the
nah, it
third
was
round.
it was starting to get live though. And Brian Norman was making a comeback. I remember that because I was telling that was the fight where Scholar was like, "I told you this nigga trash." I was like, "Nah,
Wait,
bro."
hold on. Who said that?
Oh, you said this shit.
No, I don't remember that. Hold on, let me put this on the screen. Say it again.
I can't see what's on the screen. I can't see what's on the
It's
screen.
Boots, whatever Bud was in front of. No, I don't remember that. I don't remember that shit.
Nah, man, that was gonna be a turn fight right there, bro. I remember that.
What's good, Kazi? No, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, no, that was a good fight. I ain't gonna lie, I did think B Norman was hype. Because you gotta remember, see what I do is I'm the opposite of Marky Dan. You know, I'm a real what do you call it, analyst. So what real analysts do is they criticize first. They look deep before they leap. They don't just jump on the bandwagon. Because you do that, you gonna always be wrong. Because we see too many talented people come to the sport and get stretched. You know what I mean? They were saying Jared Anderson was the next big thing in boxing as far as heavyweight. Now, bro, ain't nobody even talk about him, bro. He got stretched one time, and it was such a bad stretching, bro, that everybody was like, "Yeah, ain't nothing to see here. Let's
Hey,
go
bro,
home."
that nigga, what they call that stuff? A guard dog, a watch dog. He left that motherfucker at home. He left that motherfucker that one fight, bro. We ain't seen him since. He should have brought that guard dog with him, bro.
Hey, he said it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I did a little whistle, like, let that nigga jump in the ring, start biting his legs so I can buy some time, bro. But yeah, bro. So ain't nobody even talk about him no more. So I gave Brian Norman Jr. a bunch of critiques, because the first time I heard about him was a sparring story. And you know how I am about it. Like, come on, bro. You can't claim the fame as a sparring story. But he just kept proving me wrong, bro. Like, I would be a goddamn fool, bro, to just double down, you know what I mean, and do what Max Kellerman was doing to Tom Brady. Tom Brady's falling off the cliff. And then at 43 years old, he went in, or was it 41, 42? Around that age, he went in championship, the NFL championship. So it's like
but you gotta
breaking
think
records.
about it. This Devin Haney we talking about.
Mm.
You know what I'm
What that
saying?
mean?
Real.
Nah, this is
A nigga that
somebody who
never got
used
the
to.
smoke.
This is somebody who used to be Devin Haney, though, bro. I gotta be honest with you, bro. It's
What you
somebody who
mean
used to
used to
be.
be?
Yeah, what I said, bro. Used to be Devin Haney.
Man, he went in there and beat that last dude in the way that he knew was best for
Man,
him.
listen, you miss it. You missing the wrong. You're not registering the right things from the fight. He did go in there and beat that dude, right? What's on your screen right now?
I can see that picture.
Okay. He went in there and beat Devin Haney, bro. I mean, excuse me, Devin Haney went in there and beat him, but he left a lot of offense on the table, and he could have stopped that guy. I'm being honest. He could have stopped that guy easy.
Okay, so if you go in here and stop Simone, what does it matter?
I already said it, bro. If he stops B. Norman, bro, they better be careful, because if they get that sweat on them from Devin Haney, they're going to have a positive steroid test, bro. Bro, immediately they may get a vial of that man's blood, bro. Immediately. The people who do the testing, bro, if Devin Haney knock him out, they should tackle Devin Haney in the middle of the ring, bro, and just start drawing from his vein like a vampire, bro.
So wait, what's it called? Is it called 360 bottom? 365
Yeah,
bottom?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
come on, man.
365. What that mean?
Y'all know me. Don't even play
Bro,
with that.
bro, Ryan Garcia did VADA testing. They didn't find out till after the fight that he juiced.
No, I don't think they were really testing that boy like that.
Oh no, they was testing him. That's how they found out, bro. And like I say, after they had that positive test, bro, they really go into deep depression. They don't tell nobody, but they really be depressed, bro. That the world caught them cheating and that they don't get the pat on the back. Like, people gonna question them forever. That's why they never recover, bro. Whether it be Canelo, Oscar Valdez, all of the fighters who had positive tests, Alicia Baumgartner, they never look the same, because it affects them mentally and also physically, because they can't cheat again. Unless you're Jarrell Miller. That motherfucker, bro. That motherfucker didn't care, bro. He carried a vial. He carried a vial around with that shit in it, bro.
That nigga wrote the 10 commandments on how to cheat, use steroids.
Bro, that dude was that dude from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. There was a dude in there who used to have a vial of stuff that made him like the Incredible Hulk. And he would take it when the time. That's Jarrell. He was like, "Hold on, you talking stuff?" He would drink that stuff, bro. I'm like, all right.
You trying to get gangs?
Somebody, here we go. How is Crawford going faster and stronger than in his 20s? Here we go. Faster and stronger. So first off, strength is the last thing to leave. That's why they say power is the last thing to leave, right? That's number one. And he's not getting faster. His speed is just being maintained. Like, faster to me would be, look at Ryan Garcia knock down Devin Haney with that left hook, and then look at him hit Rolly with the left hook that got blocked and countered. That's a significant, like, speed difference. So no. He ain't out. Terence Crawford is just schooled Canelo. It's just simple as that. There's nothing Canelo could have did, and he knows it. That's why he wasn't in there hollering robbery or rematch. That man went. He said, "I got to focus on his elbow that got injured." How you injure an elbow? That's how you know Bud put hands and feet on him, bro. He beat that man so bad, he fucked up his elbow, bro. I don't want to hear no more Terence Crawford slander, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna pick against Terence Crawford no more. If he fight AJ, bro, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, man, I see something."
I
see something, bro.
They saw
You
something
know,
in the film, bro. It's to the point now when they say they see something, you gotta believe it.
you're like, yeah, they seen something. Hey, you know who really be seeing stuff?
But Bowman, bro, I don't care what y'all say, Bo. You know all his coaches. So I ain't just gonna give Bowman the credit. But them niggas are
No, that's who
genius.
go get the credit.
But I'm a real ass. See, I ain't the
Nah,
internet nigga. I
no,
ain't
I
the
don't do that
internet nigga.
internet stuff.
It's so
I don't, I don't, I
serious.
don't do that internet stuff.
So I know that it's a group effort.
How's he still that fast? It's unbelievable. Maybe it
Nah,
was just that. Maybe it was just that he was fighting a bigger, slower guy,
no, yeah,
and he was
he's
able to
faster
maintain
than
his speed.
Canelo. He's faster than Canelo. So no matter what Canelo was doing, Crawford was gonna be a step ahead of him.
And it also don't help that Canelo throws everything with power, and he like whines and tense up for a second, so it's almost like screaming, "I'm about to punch you." So that didn't help either.
And then it doesn't help that Crawford is, one of the greatest fighters of all time. So he had a lot of things stacked against him, bro.
So
But
speaking of Anthony Joshua, y'all think Andre Ward could beat him now? What do you think, bro?
Andre Ward, I mean, possibly. Because AJ just he barely get touched and that motherfucker start flying. That motherfucker go scuba dive, like not scuba dive, bungee jumping. He get touched a
Man,
little
look,
bit, it motherfucker just.
man, look. He better stay away from Andre Ward. Better stay away from Anthony Joshua. I don't know why that's the guy that he wants to pick on. I would have picked on Wilder,
Here
but
you go, still acting like Anthony Joshua is this dangerous ass man.
all
Oh
right. Well, what happened when Francis Ngannou stepped in there with him, bro?
I
He
don't
melted
know.
him, bro, and it was I think it was under 5 rounds.
Personally, I don't know. All I know is he ain't gonna do that to Andre. I bet you that.
We could put money on it or some push-ups. He stretches Andre Ward, bro.
I put some
Bro,
money
before
he'll make it
bro,
to the
he
end and
you
better.
forgot you forgot he hurt what you call it before he knocked him out. Like he knocked him
Who?
out while he was hurt.
Oh no,
Daniel the
no,
Boss.
no, no, he didn't. Daniel Wild was on 100%, but that man
Yeah,
was
that's
fighting
how
like he
that's
was
how I
trying to
know
fight out of
that's how I know you don't remember it, bro.
no,
He
no.
hurt him. He hurt him with a right hand, bro. And then he tried to finish him off. And when he was trying to finish him off, he got caught because he was reckless.
Nah, he was fighting, bro. Daniel Wild was fighting like he was trying to fight, get out of slavery.
Yeah.
See, that's it. That you know what he does when he fight a black fighter, bro.
Bro, tell everybody your Daniel DeBois theory, bro, because not everybody's familiar with the Daniel DeBois theory, bro. Tell her your Daniel DeBois theory.
He gotta fight again, and we gotta see it in
Nah,
real
just
time.
tell her, bro. Give me a breakdown. I can clip it up. I can clip it
Bro,
up and assign it to him.
they wouldn't understand. They wouldn't understand. They wouldn't
Man,
understand.
come on, bro. All right, bro. I'm finna plagiarize. I'm finna say it then.
Go ahead.
Bro, I didn't even remember, to be honest with you. I
See, there
think
you
I,
go.
I think he said that Daniel DeBois is a coon, and he's so
What?
much of a coon. He's so much of a coon that when he
I
fight
did
black
not.
fighters, he fight really, really hard.
Yeah, I did not say that.
Cause I mean the general gist is that he try to keep him in slavery, or
Bro,
fight to get up out of it. But when he fight a white fighter like Usyk, he really submissive.
I'm telling you, he really do. He be fighting like he be
He
fighting
really
like
submissive, bro, and he be letting people put the beats on him, bro, or
that
white
shit.
people.
He don't have no heart when he fight one of those, bro. I be like, damn, bro,
I'm
what
not gonna
happened to
lie,
him?
he almost got stopped by a cruiserweight. So
Really?
yeah,
What was the ethnicity?
white.
My point proven again, bro. I'm telling you, this nigga do not have any type of strength when he go in there. Okay, I don't know why.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Daniel the boss, you might be right about that, bro. I do be seeing him little. He try to show strength. He try to look strong, but he really look weak. Like
What she
he'll
said?
push.
He don't have no ones. Oh, tight shit, tight shit.
He'll push him, like act angry, look mean at him, but like when the fight come, he be like he'll ball up.
I'm telling you, bro. I know I'd be so disappointed because I know he could have beat, especially the third time. He could have won the last fight. He could have won the second fight.
They only got 2 fights.
No, they fought 3 times, didn't No, it was on the two. Don't trip.
Now they don't fight twice. Because the first time he kept saying he got robbed because the body shot.
Yeah, he could have. He could have definitely won it.
But hey, bro, what you got planned for the rest of the day, bro?
Nothing. I mean,
Good, bro.
I
Good.
caught a. I caught. What you gonna do? A non-boxing?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm gonna
I
keep this
tuned
one.
in.
I keep this one short so I ain't gotta go through that much to drop my videos from this live.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, it's at the
But yeah,
3 hour mark. That's pretty good.
yeah, I'm gonna edit out all of everything Marky Dan said because you know that nigga get wild, bro. That nigga crazy, bro.
Yeah, he be saying anything.
Bro, anything. And then the people that yell, let that young brother speak.
Hey, did Buddy send that cash out?
No.
I'm
Niggas
saying.
be talking, bro. Chat revolutionaries. Fingers heavy when it comes to that keyboard. You know, but when it comes to that support, they be like, nah, man, I got some things gotta work out first, you know. Couple stuff in litigation right now, but we definitely gonna circle back around to it. We're gonna get to it. But yeah, man, we're closing, man. The closing statement of the day, man. I'll get mine before. Oh, go ahead, get yours. Get yours like that. Get yours before I get mine.
I ain't really got nothing to say other than
How you feel about Boots as a overall? Do you feel like he playing with people? Do you feel like Philly need to stop faking? Like this dude is anything? Like what's
yeah,
your overall
yeah.
synopsis?
I mean, we already don't say it, but like you know what's going on.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Ngannou versus Mayweather, they definitely trouble. But bro, in closing, bro, I say this: Jerron Boots Ennis, uh, Jerron Boots Ennis is he's not a bum, but he's bummish. My bad, my bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I heard. What's going on?
He's not a bum, but he's bummish.
840.
And what
I
I
mean,
mean
facts. I got.
by bummish
Check
is
out.
the way that he's moving is like it's not only is it underwhelming and underperforming of what people are preaching him as, mostly people from Philly, but it's like it's not acceptable. Like he talking, and then his behavior. Oh god, damn.
What you mean?
Yeah.
What? Seen something?
Nah, I'm talking about that girl over there yelling. Hold up now, I'm trying to run a high quality show now. Put on the thing, bro. Put on the thing, bro. So I can ask, is he really like that? I know they're not really like that the way they talk. I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm fighting Canelo. I'm busy. What's crazy is how the tables turn, bro. He would end up to go fight Canelo, beat Canelo, and get a huge payday. And now everybody running to him because he's now the cash cow. Because Turkey Al-Rashid is backing him, bro. Hey, that's how life's supposed to be, bro. Not nice guys supposed to finish last, bro. And unfortunately, you know, and that guy is a good guy as far as the sport is concerned. But I was gonna say, you know, Boots is out there moving bummish, bro. And you know, he gotta clean up his act, bro. He gotta actually fight somebody. Like all this secrecy, like, hey, tune into the fight, and I'll tell you who I'm gonna fight next, bro. Say I'm going after the belt, bro. You ain't no suspense. After this, I will fight a champion, and I will become undisputed at 54. These are statements that we want to hear. Then we want to see you do it, because you made several statements about Crawford being on your radar, how you really wanted to fight Terence Bud Crawford, but haven't did anything in the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? Other than being, bro, this man called himself an email champion, bro.
He literally the definition of that, bro. Like he been trying to fight Crawford since 2018, but for whatever reason he hasn't. So he been busy this whole time, bro. You can get a phone call or some shit. Got $1 million phone, but they ain't got no.
A busy. But nah, bro. He definitely got to stop, bro. He said they gassing Crocs up. He said, please talk about how Paul and Tank Davis matchup gonna be. Some other time, man. We finna go ahead and put a ribbon on this.
We're gonna put a pin in this.
Yeah, we gotta put a ribbon because it's the gift that keep on giving, man. We get quotables that people steal. You know what I mean? We got the ideas people steal, everything, bro, from the top to the
Everything.
bottom. You know what I mean? So
Hey,
we got.
don't forget though, you gotta go watch that movie tomorrow now, so we can.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I might not do it, bro. I'm busy.
You busy. Man, if it went for a
Oh,
little bit, shit, I might go watch that shit now because I'm over here where the movie theater at. I might get.
Rob G said bare knuckle event tonight. I ain't gonna lie to you, Rob G. Bare knuckle is exciting as hell, but I don't know about exciting enough to cover. I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen, this is what I said, Rob G. Turkey Al-Rashid now wasting their time by buying slap leagues
Only
and
because
stupid
I'm
stuff like that. They should go buy bare knuckle and put it on the undercard of boxing events. Put 2 boxes on there and then get a whole league of bare knuckle. Because when I tell you they are the real life Rockies, because people watch Rocky. What Roger Mayweather say? Rocky in the Hall of Fame because most people believe in bullshit. He said that, bro, and I remember laughing, but he was wrong, bro. Because when you watch these bare knuckles, bro, when I tell you they are the most even fights ever, I seen one where it was like 6 knockdowns in the first round, bro, and they split. It wasn't just one guy knocking the shit out the other guy, knocking him down. It was like he started winning, and then boop, he get caught and go down. Then he get up, then he catch other dudes. Like it was I was like, oh my god, bro! If they put this on like a legitimate boxing card, bro, it would the arena would lose their mind. UFC would be a non-factor, bro. Like I don't know what Turkey Al-Rashid and them doing. They partnering with Paramount and all this. So listen, man, go buy bare knuckle. I guarantee you'll see it. You bought a slap league, you know what I mean? Or people slapping the hell out of each other, but you wouldn't go spend money on bare knuckle. Bare knuckle is a bunch of money in there potentially. Because it's the closest thing the bridge between UFC and boxing, Because a lot of times people complain about UFC because you see a dude running or wrestling or whatever the case may be. That's just pure stand-up. And it's bare knuckle. It's gonna be blood, and somebody gonna get knocked down or knocked out. So it's a cold world in that bare knuckle. So that's where
And they face be like completely demolished by the end of the fight.
Hamburger meat.
That's what literally hamburger meat, bro.
They go try to hug their kids. Their kid be like, "What the? Who are you? Like, man, get your ass away from me. I don't know you."
You remember?
They can't even recognize them, bro. They look like fresh out of plastic surgery, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Bare knuckles is a whole different that's crazy. Whoever do that, bro, salute to them. Cause I am not not to that degree. That's just crazy. How many rounds they be doing and how long go the rounds?
I don't know. It's not long because you can't sustain that. It's not a sustainable thing. But
I saw one girl, her face I was just like, no. Who told you? Who lied to you? Who told you can fight?
Who gassed? You know who gassed the boots? You
Hey,
can get them.
what's the name? Where was Tupac at? And I ain't trying to gas you up. I just call him how I see him. Where was he at, bro?
Bro, I don't do this internet shit, bro. I ain't even for the play. I ain't even for the play the Pac day like that, bro. He said Austin Trout still fighting bare knuckle. I don't know. Boxers can't go over to bare knuckle and just dominate like they want to because the ring, the way it's shaped, is even designed for brutal punishment. Everything about it is designed for somebody to die, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm surprised somebody ain't died. But it's believe it or not, it's safer too, because when somebody has the glove is not to cushion the blow. The glove is to protect your hand so that you could dish out more punishment to the fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So in bare knuckle, if you hit them hard on the head, you might hurt your hand. So you got to be reluctant to throw as many hard punches, and vice versa. The person receiving that shot is not going to want to take too many more of those shots. That's why you rarely see sweet science in bare knuckle. They just I'm a land on you, so I could discourage you from punching on me type shit. Like whoever land win first. Like it's literally a race. So that's why it's so exciting, because it's more than likely is designed and is going to end up in a knockout. So bare knuckle. I ain't gonna lie, I enjoy watching it, but I don't know about commentating. It's not a lot of sweet science in there. So for me to like cover.
Yeah, I can dig that. I can understand that. I really
But yeah,
can.
hey, but let me go ahead and get up out of here so we can come back, bro. I'm gonna
For
do the
sure.
late night crew, bro, because I feel like everybody just getting warmed up. All positive probably gonna be free. So
Hey,
ooh,
come on, bro.
get a
Go
little
ahead and
bit.
go. Damn, bro.
What you talking? Oh,
I'm
you
talking
talking
about
about
the
something,
car, like just driving like this Sunset Avenue or some shit.
brother? You gotta pump your brakes and drive slow, homie. Never know, homie. Might
And
meet
then
some
they in
more.
a mini, bro. Minivans be doing some of the most craziest. Like, what you think you in the Aston Martin or something? Like, what? Like, what you doing? Get your ass up out the way.
You know, bro, I didn't know if you knew this, but I think Big U nephew is like a champion in bare knuckle boxing.
Oh yeah, don't you know them Cali niggas be throwing down? You heard?
Bro, bro, Big U
Nah,
paid him.
you gotta give them
He
credit,
wouldn't
bro.
threaten them, bro. He wouldn't threaten them. He was like,
Nah, bro.
win this fight and you're gonna lose. What?
Not like some of them Cali dudes really be throwing down.
Man, get out of here,
If you
bro.
talking about just street fight, yeah, some of them be doing that. They be
I ain't
holding
never
their own.
seen it, bro. They just be talking, bro. Like that dude. What's that dude name that blew his hand off? They just be talking, bro.
Oh, 4X.
Like for as much as he talked, bro, we should have seen a video at least. Even in the video with Whack 100, get down. Like that ain't no good hand game to me, bro. Maybe I'm being a little bit too harsh because I watch boxing, bro, but that shit looks sloppy, bro. And the dudes they were fighting, he dropped them and they got back up, bro. He was just throwing wild haymakers, like I don't know. It didn't look good, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right? Clayton, like just you know what I'm saying? Like some say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I say the darker the flesh
But
and the
yeah, bro,
deeper the
send me some
wound.
topics. Take me some topics you want to talk about, bro. I got a folder with a couple topipics, but we just gonna do random.
Bro, you know I don't be keeping up with nothing that be going on,
Bro,
bro.
this dude
Which
want to talk about random topics, but don't know the random topic. You can't make this up. You can't make this
I'm
up.
telling you, bro, I gotta fix my social media, like to where I can keep up with the current events, cause, bro, I don't be knowing nothing that be going on for real, for real.
Well, obviously the Diddy shit.
I didn't even know about that. Like that's how unplugged like I am, bro. I didn't even know he was getting sentenced. I just brought it up because I'm like, damn, bro, how long is it gonna take for him to get sentenced? Because you remember when we first talked about you, like, oh, normally it take a week. And then you remember when I told you that judge was gonna end up working in his favor. See, you don't never listen. You don't never listen to it. See, I ain't no internet nigga. I'm a real life nigga.
Bro.
I ain't one of these internet ad niggas.
And I feel that, bro. And I respect you, but you could have called me.
You got my
Who's up
that
next
nigga.
for Usyk? Usyk should retire. He gonna
Facts.
stick around until he get beat too. Like Usyk be talking like he 30. He be like, yeah, a couple more years, my career. What? Like your career like Lil Wayne Dread.
I don't know. He just not the boy out, which was looking like
Bro,
the best
bro,
heavyweight.
you know how you talk about the ball fighting hard against non-blacks?
Nah,
Bro, I want
not
you to think
fighting
about
hard. Not fighting hard against non-black.
yeah, but I want you to think about this. The fans give Usyk more credit than he deserved, bro. Somebody literally put this in my comment section. They put Terence Bud Crawford is less than Usyk. And I was like, bro, you got to be trolling, bro. You can't be this stupid. I was like, Usyk is famous and popular for beating guys that he already beat. When Usyk beat Tyson Fury, the next time they were like, I don't know, man, 50-50 fight. He might lose this one. Are you serious, bro? He beat Anthony Joshua twice. He beat Daniel Dubois twice. And they make him the greatest of all time for beating people that he already beat. You can't make this up, bro. If Terence Bud Crawford beat Canelo, they already tried to discredit him for beating Canelo the first time. If he go beat Canelo again, bro, they're going to criticize Terence Bud Crawford. Why would you want to fight a guy that you beat?
Already.
But
Like
Usyk,
what would you trying to see? And they'd be like, see, that's overkill. And that's what we be
he a
talking
bully.
about with these black fighters. They
The
always
black
want to
bullies, them
fight.
slick black bullies. That's some slick black bullies. What's up, D Free? Yeah, man, that's some slick black bullies, man.
And then you got these urban advisors, telling people how and when to do things. That is not right. That is not
Bro,
right.
that's great. So when a white person give advice, you should listen. When a black person give it, he's an urban advisor, bro. You can't make that up, bro. These people crazy. These people in boxing is crazy, bro. Like I said, I literally be sitting back looking at them like, we like that's what we doing. We making Usyk the greatest heavyweight of all time for beating people that he already beat up. But we call it Devin Haney a weight bully. Ain't that actual bullying when you already beat a guy up decisively and you fight him again? And then I heard people saying that they want Usyk and him to go into a third match. I'm like, a third, bro,
You talking
bro,
about
come on, bro.
Dubois or
No,
Tyson?
Usyk. Usyk versus Tyson Fury.
What's the point?
Exactly, bro. Fight Yigit, bro. Nobody wants to fight Yigit Caballel. He's an older fighter, and he throws body shots, which what you call it is allergic to Usyk. That's a good matchup if he really want to fight. Fight Joseph Parker. It's a bunch of good matchups. They make it seem like it's nobody that Usyk has fought everybody, and they only want him to fight people that he's already fought. The man only got about like 5-6 fights at heavyweight, bro. And people telling me he better than Bud, bro. You can't make this up, bro. But we already know why, bro. We know why. We know that complexion for the protection, bro, is the only reason that they want, give him as much credit as they give him. But yeah, but let me get up out of here. What's up, Most Hated? What's up, D Free? Y'all put up late, man. We done already cooked a bunch, man. I'm finna get up out of here.
So
Yeah,
well,
man.
shit, I'll holler at you.
All right, bro.
All right. You say.
All right. But in closing, man, I never bite my tongue about how I feel about Jerron Boots Ennis. People know it, to the people that watch the show, And the only way that I'm ever going to be shut up is his actions in the ring. Fans could say whatever they want. I picked against Terence Bud Crawford, but guess what? Terence Bud Crawford went in there and beat Canelo, and I had to go eat crow and change my opinion. That's how that works, And if Jerron Boots Ennis went in there and did the exact same thing, I would have to eat crow, and say he was who he thought he was, but that's never going to happen. He's never going to fight anybody of significance. He's going to continue, to fight the least opposition and tell us that, he can do whatever he wants with his career. It's smart business. It's money. We can't tie his shoes and all kind of disrespectful stuff. Then just face the reality that the man don't want to fight nobody. He got all this energy for YouTubers talking about pulling up on them and checking them, and he's checked them before, but he don't want to check Terence Bud Crawford or anybody at 54 with a belt. Those are the guys you need to be checking. YouTubers ain't no belts, ain't no YouTube belts. You're not gonna get another Ring Magazine belt from checking a YouTuber. You know what I mean? All you're gonna get is a lawsuit if you're really about everything you're about, or potentially worse, end up in jail. So, chill out on that stupid ass shit. Go fight the people who you supposed to be fighting. The man say he didn't watch Canelo versus Crawford. He fell asleep, but on the co-main. So everything in the co-main, just couldn't stay up a little bit longer to at least watch the beginning of that fight, and then never watch the replay. But he said he don't even really watch boxing like that. I don't even really watch boxing like that. And you're like, oh, okay, what you watch? Tennis? No, I watch boxers that's in my camp and stuff like that. But you got screenshots of YouTubers and what they said negatively about you, bro. You got some serious growing up to do, bro. Growing up as far as your mentality and as far as a boxer, you got a decision that you need to make with yourself. Either you want to be a champion and an all-time great, or you don't. You could be a really, really good fighter of our time that never lived up to the potential, like an Adrian Broner, or you could be a Terence Bud Crawford, because we all could say now with Terence Bud Crawford and his accomplishments that we seen the best fighter, the best fighter in probably like the last 30 years, including Mayweather. Yes, I said it, during our time. And the man has not stopped. He going for 4-time undisputed. At 38, he's going to be probably turning 39 around the time that he's going for 4-time undisputed, which is insane. Mayweather at this time was vacating the belt so he didn't have to fight Keith Thurman. So that show you the mentality of the fighters. You know what I mean? Bud is getting his props. He's getting his money, his bag on the tail end of his career. He's getting a lot of stuff at the tail end of his career, and he's still taking risks like a young guy. Bud at 38 is taking more risk than Boots at 28, which is what's hurting and killing the sport you know, because he's in the most competitive division. And like I said, he focused on the wrong shit. He watching Instagram, he watching all this stuff. Study your opponent. Study Terence Crawford. So maybe you might fight him one day. Maybe you might grow some balls and fight him one day, but you probably won't. And with that being said, you know, we're gonna play our sponsors before we get up out of here. You know, shout out to BVO.
Oh girl, I know your secret. You dipping on me. Got that McNuggets loving. You went to McDonald's? It just ain't fair. Why can't you share your love with me?
Nice song, but you're still not getting any of my crispy, juicy McNuggets.
Girl, you got a 10-piece, please don't be stingy.
Girl, you got a 10, please don't be stingy. We got that one and we got this.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
And with that being said, Ray J, serenade their hearts and minds. To the people that's here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and end this live, and I'm gonna schedule another live for the late night crew, and it's gonna be non-boxing. I just didn't want to continue the live and then, you know what I mean, it spill into the non-boxing, and then it's just a live of, you know, where it's easier to go back to the playback when it's like this. So, you know, it is what it is. But I'll let Ray J talk to Ray J. Matter of fact, Ray J's the only one that can save us right now. Through Ray J's vocals, maybe he could summon something in Boot's Philly heart. Because I feel like deep down inside of his heart, he might got some Philly in him. But outside, he ain't no Philly dude. Like, I don't see no Philly dude moving like this. You know what I mean? They normally look rough. They normally look like they just donated blood. You know, Boots don't look like that. He looks like an inspiring artist. You know what I mean? The rip in the jacket. You know what I mean? The comfy auntie Snickers is slips, as Lou would say, and the socks and the high water. Like the whole look just screams. You know, I'm trying to find myself as an artist. So, you know, maybe Ray J could sing to his soul, you know, and awaken the Philliness that I know might be buried under all that artistic stuff, the ducking and the golden child and the coddleness and the not watching my opponents, but I'm watching YouTubers. You know, I didn't really watch the fight, but I called Canelo to go to his camp to help him prepare for this fight. But I'm gonna focus on this fight. But you wouldn't focus on that fight when you call Canelo. It's somewhere in there, and Ray J can get it out. So that's what we're gonna do. Ray J, for the sake of God, can you please save boxing, brother? Do it with your vocal.
Superstar, wish to have a fancy car, wish to have $1 million bucks. Well, I wish I don't be in love. So tell me, pretty baby, I make one wish and I wish it all on you.